Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Uh, just waiting on Colin to get here. But how's everybody doing, man? Shit, we got a Team Skeptics live. Ah! Oh my God, I hear myself in his audio coming through. How y'all doing
What
tonight?
what what is going on? What hold on.
Well,
You're gonna blame all this on me? Is this my fault?
I heard my audio going live through. But yes, so you have me. We have Colin. We have OSG in the chat, man. Missed you, brother. God damn.
Uh
Like
Bring
I'm
OSG up. Bring
He's in,
OSG
he
up.
says
Let's
he's in
go.
he says he's in the hospital. So we have a few things to cover tonight. Clearly, we have some Lindsey Duneske updates. I've been meaning to do this update for a while, but life has gotten in the way. To be honest with you guys, man, shit, being a new grandfather, holy fucking shit. I've been it's been crazy busy for me. Absolutely
Uh,
bananas.
hold on.
Yay, a Team Skeptic
Hold on,
Live
hold on.
499. Let's go.
We're we're gonna cheers Team Skeptic being a new grandfather. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Skeptic, how's it, brother? So it come from Byte Influx. Has it's been good. It's been good. It's been real good. I have been enjoying life. You know, that's what it's all about for me is living the dream. And this is the dream to be able to do this as a job, you know, to be honest with you, as a job. And we're going to talk about that tonight. We got a few things to talk about. We got some house cleaning to do. We got some Lindsey Duneske to talk about. We got court updates. We got videos of our family getting caught poisoning their children. Yes, we have a lot to talk about tonight. But first off, I want to say hello to everybody in the chat. How are y'all doing tonight? Is everything good? Yeah, being a grandparent is awesome. It really is. I spend a lot of time with my grandson. He goes bowling with me and my son. Me and my son like to bowl. We're bowlers. And it's nice. It's nice to take him up to the alley with us, and he enjoys being there. He doesn't get bothered by the noise. It's just a really good experience, and I cherish these moments. So let's see, echoing, but it's not bad. Yeah, I'm hearing the echo too. Let me see if it's coming from you. Hold on, I'm just gonna
Is it
shut you
is
down.
it
Hold on,
Yeah, that's fine.
just 1 second. Okay, is the echo gone? No, it's not. Oh, I know what it is. I got it. I got it. I got it. It was coming through my camera too. So, but yes, echo gone. Yeah, first thing of house cleaning, first duty, get rid of the echo. Done. Now we can move forward. This money is
It wasn't my
only
fault.
$4 from at Specific Gravity, the Dancing 9700. This money is only for cannabis. I'm watching you. Yeah, I haven't smoked any cannabis in a long time. Actually, I take that back. I smoked a little bit the other day watching the Argentina England game. What the fuck? What an amazing game. I've been glued to the World Cup, and I'm not a fair weather fan. I actually grew up playing soccer or football, as the weirdos call it. I actually grew up playing soccer and football for the Euros.
All
And
right, what
it's
position did you play? You grew up
I
playing
was
it.
striker.
Let's hear it.
I was a striker. I wasn't fast enough to or big enough to be a defensive player, but I was a really good striker with great
You
goal
were a really good
awareness.
striker. Okay.
Yeah,
How
no,
tall are
man.
you? How tall? How what is
5'11",
your height?
5'11".
Okay,
So
all
I
right.
wasn't putting headers in. I was definitely the getting the ball at my feet and playing around with Mario. That was our amazing player. Mm.
Fair enough.
Death penalty
Fair
for
enough.
Skeptic and Colin too. That comes from
What did I
Chuck.
do?
I
What
think.
did
Hold
I
on,
do?
Chuck. Yeah, and Chuck will be a part of tonight's live stream. We have some things to say because so the gist of everything. Before we get started and while we let people come in, I will tell you what's going on, and then we're going to talk about some housekeeping things that need to be addressed. And then we'll go directly into the paperwork that's filed against me right now. So she was suing me again in state court which is ridiculous because I don't live in Michigan. So she was suing me again in state court, and and all that got thrown out. Number one, because she couldn't serve me, and number two, because I'm not a resident of Michigan, nor do I own property. This is going to become a recurring theme here. I'm not a resident, nor do I own property, nor do I have any business ties to Michigan. Therefore, that's an improper venue. But she does know this because she has tried to sue me in federal court, where she got labeled a vexatious litigant because she's a fucking moron and doesn't understand how the judicial system works. Despite what all the internet tells her, she doesn't. There are a couple of you that are in trouble, and we're going to go over that again as well, because she's using comments that people have left on my videos in my upcoming personal protection order suit. So that's what I'm defending myself against right now, is a personal protection order. She has a PPO case out against me. I've already had one hearing where she lied her ass off about some shit. She looked rough. Lindsey, you look rough. Maybe drop the whole being a dipshit routine and maybe you'll fucking get back to your old ways of looking decent. But no, you look rough. You look like fucking two fucking dump trucks hit you at the same time. One from the front, one from the back. We call that an Eiffel Tower in Texas. All right. Let's this. Hey, Team Skeptic and Colin from Miss Chris Clark. Miss Chris Clark, I miss you. I have not.
Chris Clark.
Yes, I have not been very good at my emails lately. But before, when I was good at them, Miss Chris Clark would send me emails all the time about sovereign citizens, and I miss those emails. All right. Colin Smack says, it's about time you did a live stream, you turkey. I know, it's been a year. Housekeeping point number one. The last time I live streamed was when we did a fundraiser to get my teeth fixed. And my teeth did get fixed. However, I'm a dumbass because I hate when people say they run money and they say, hey, I'm doing a fundraiser for this. And then you put in all the money and then it's kind of, you're up in the air about whether they got the promises fulfilled, right? So you'll say, oh, I'm like me when I say, I'm going to Europe. I'm going to go hit up Europe. Y'all want to throw a few dollars in my, in my little European travel fund, which is part of the lawsuit as well. I'm always going though. I always go. So in an effort to not, like, this was the first time I ever asked for money for something that was very personal to me, that was like a medical thing or whatever. But I said, inside, I said, just to keep the integrity of what I do and what I ask for, I am not going to touch the GoFundMe until all my dental work is done. At that point, I'll touch the GoFundMe. I'll pull it out then. Well, little did I know, GoFundMe has a thing where if it takes longer, if you have something fundraising for like 6 months, they just refund everybody. So one day I get up, I was in Europe. I was hanging out with a friend of mine named Daniel from Romania. Love that guy. It's like a brother to me. I was hanging out with Daniel in Romania, and I think I had I set the goal for the total amount, right? Because I wasn't going to take more than the total amount. I set it for 20 grand, which is what it was going to cost me. I got like 3 grand, right? 3 grand in donations. And I was sitting there going, that's fine. I told y'all from the beginning, I can afford this myself. It definitely helped me out because 20 grand is a lot of money just to be dropping on, your teeth, which it's not really. If you do it in America, that's dirt cheap. But I was like, I'm just going to maintain the integrity of asking for money, something I hate doing. I am going to not touch the GoFundMe until the procedure is completely done. So I went there the first time. They pulled out my teeth. They gave me some replacement teeth, some temporaries, which is if you ever want to know like the most difficult thing I've ever had to deal with in my life. Well, not ever, but one of the most difficult things I've ever had to deal with in my life. It's wearing a goddamn retainer, not even a retainer, just fake teeth that pop in and pop out. When I would talk, my teeth would just move. I have some adult stories I could tell you where some of the most embarrassing things that could ever happen to me almost happened. But those are for the adult channel, not for, the kid-friendly Team Skeptic channel. But anyway, so yeah, that's one of the housekeeping things I wanted to talk about today. What happened with the GoFundMe? Because I never talked about it. I mean, everybody got refunded. Like I was sitting there, I get an email, it's like, $2 has been refunded. And I was like, oh shit. I guess somebody it was right around Christmas. I was like, man, maybe somebody just needed the money back. Whatever. No big deal. I'm not worried about that. But then I looked and I saw that I had 63 messages from GoFundMe. And I was like, oh, this is probably about to get a bit awkward. So I looked at the messages and it was like, so-and-so's been refunded $10. So-and-so's been refunded $20. So-and-so's been refunded $50. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what happened? Like, did somebody report my GoFundMe as being fraudulent? No, it's not that. It's that they had like a 6-month time limit before they just auto refunded people. So it is what it is. I still appreciate everybody that showed the love. But let's go back and just glance real quick before we get started. Oh, the second housekeeping matter I wanted to talk about. It's kind of a two-part. One is all the AI channels that have been stealing my content. It's bad, y'all. It's really bad. It's been extremely, extremely depressing. Because let's say Colin steals a video, right? Because he's known for that. So let's say Colin steals video.
I steal all your videos.
Let's say I brought Colin on tonight to challenge him on his video content theft. It'd be easy. I just report him, and that should be the end of it. If he does it again, I report him again. He does it again, which he always does, more than 3 times for sure. Then I just report him again. He loses his channel. So when all the AI channels started stealing the content, they're not coming from America, y'all. Okay, this is the primary countries that it's happening in is India, Pakistan, and Vietnam. All right, it's so bad, and it's not just happening to me. It's across the site. Okay, it's across the site. It's so bad that Vietnam had to put out a national message to all their content creators, stop doing this, and they never stopped. There's no repercussions, right? Let's say I go and I hit a channel and I hit them 3 times because they're not stealing one video. They're stealing my entire library of videos. I bring one channel down. Well, guess what they do? They go start a second channel or a third or a fourth. It's like Hydra. Cut off one head, 50 fucking new heads immediately come back or come up. So that's part 1 of the second part. Part A, and part B is the Colorado courts have started talking about YouTubers who are taking their videos and playing them. Look, there's nothing wrong with doing it. Okay, it's a publicly it's public information. They open the courtrooms to anybody that wants to come in and sit down and watch. They open the WebEx to anybody that wants to come in, sit down and watch. But this is my warning to all those channels, especially those American channels who are going in there, who have learned, figured out how Team Skeptic gets his videos. Well, now they're getting them and they're just cutting out the cool parts and playing it. No commentary, no anything added to it, right? Y'all are ruining something. You're going to ruin it. You're going to ruin it fast. Stop doing it, okay? Stop playing these videos with no commentary, because what you're doing is you're going to take something that we all love to play with and you're going to break it, because now a lot of the channels, a lot of the Colorado channels are either streaming with a blank screen, which is one way to stop people from doing it, or they're putting everybody in tiny little boxes across the top, and on the big box where the main screen is, it just has a big do not record message. Stop doing it. You're ruining it for everybody. All the kids, all your viewers. You're not going to have anybody to put a video out to because there's not going to be a video and nobody's going to watch your shit. So, start adding commentary. Stop doing live streams where you just giggle your way through it. Oh my God, thank you for the super chat. Like, stop doing that. Add some commentary. Tell them what you think. You don't even have to be a lawyer. If you're not a lawyer, it's fine. I'm not a lawyer. I still add commentary to my videos. Everybody asks me, why do you cut in? Because that's the way you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to just put a video out just to take someone else's material and put it out over here. Not talking about OSG either. OSG does his commentary differently. He doesn't like to be on camera or doesn't want to be on camera, doesn't want to have his voice on the videos. That's fine. He puts his commentary in boxes. That's transforming the original content. It's perfectly fine. I'm talking about other creators who are not doing that and who are just walking around going, hey, I'm a YouTuber. What's your content? Well, I download court videos and put them on my channel. You're not a YouTuber, you're a jackass. That's what you are.
I love this. I'm having so much fun right now.
So am I, man. I miss live streaming. One in the chat. One in the chat if you missed the live streams. Let's see those ones. All right, and then while you do that, Patricia Bradshaw sent 5 memberships. Thank you very much. I love it when people send memberships in because it helps the community out, helps the other people out. It's Justin, by the way. Justin, my man. I think I have a Discord message from you that I haven't responded to. David Barry, long time no see, new member. Another SUED. Wow, 1 month for every IQ point Lindsey has. 33 months? No. Nah. We will talk about Lindsey's IQ because that's part of the reason why I'm in the situation I'm in right now. Go Team Chuck, £5. Yes, go Team Chuck. Chuck's been amazing. He's the only reason I knew about this lawsuit, to be honest with you.
Chuck is amazing.
Yes, he is. PB, crap. I never noticed that I got refunded. No problem. It's totally fine. Like I said, it was a mistake on my behalf. But hey, everybody got their money back, so it's not a mistake that cost anybody anything. That's what I'm at least glad for that. Okay, so back to Lindsey. She hates me. She hates me. I think she hates me more than she fucking hates Chuck. And she fucking hates Chuck.
She loves you. I don't know what you're talking about. She loves you.
Oh, man. Yeah, she does. At first, I thought, hey, I could fix her. Now I don't want to fix her. Fuck that. Love all those ones, baby. TTU. That's right. TTU. Let's go. All right.
Oh, TTU. By the way, Chili just got arrested again. I heard that.
Oh. Well, I haven't really covered Chili in a while.
Yeah, I haven't watched him in a while. Someone left that as a comment on one of my videos recently. Chili just got arrested again. Like, okay,
that's like that's a common occurrence in his life because that's what happens when you're a jackass and your whole idea is, hey, how can I want to test the cops. I want to test them. I want to push them to their limits. Okay, enjoy jail. I hated it when I was there. I don't know why anybody would want to go there. And they always get in their mind, I'm going to make millions off of this. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
On screen chat is frozen, homie. Oh, shit. Okay, let me see if this fixes it. That should fix it. It's because... Shit.
Oh, what just happened?
Oh, I know what happened because I had to... let me move the chat to a different monitor real quick. Okay, there we go. Now it shouldn't be frozen. Test it. Somebody, let's see. Glenn Serio came back. Oh, what up, K4? Good to see you, my man. We're gonna test the live chat and see if it's still moving over here. Yeah, it's moving. Yes, good. K4, my man. Good to see you. And then K4, he reached out to me. I like the guy. I like K4 a lot, actually. K4 reached out to me and was like, hey, do you mind if I use your videos? And I was like, of course, like you anytime, because you put commentary on it. You do what you're supposed to do as a fucking YouTuber. And I'm glad that you're using the videos if you want to know the truth. I'm actually quite glad. All right. Now I can't see how many freaking viewers we have. But anyway, we don't need to see that. We're not that vain, are we? Yeah, kind of a little bit.
You have 1,422 viewers right now.
No, we don't.
I just made that number up. I made
Okay.
that up.
I was about to say, oh shit. I didn't expect more than maybe fucking 150 because I haven't live streamed in a long time. But yeah, KFAR is the man.
You gotta roll
479.
in
Nice.
chat.
Nice. All right. Good shit.
You gotta roll in chat. That's all that you care about.
Yes.
Chat's
And I wanted to
rolling.
give
Everyone's having fun.
I wanted to give people a chance to get in here before we actually got started on this because I know a lot of people. So, all right. So the whole thing I did with Chuck, that's part of the law stream. Law stream. That's part of the lawsuit, the lawsuit, because she was not fucking happy that I raised money for Chuck. Thank you, audience. Thank you so much for helping Chuck out. I truly appreciate it. Not only did you do justice a service by helping Chuck out, but you pissed Lindsey Duneske off. Good fucking job. Way to fucking go. You're the man / woman out there. Y'all fucking rock. So good shit. 727, 86. No way. It's not that much, is it? All right.
That was one of my favorite streams of all time. The fundraiser for Chuck. We need to have a celebration of that because we're coming up on a year anniversary of that. Let's go.
Yeah. No, we helped Chuck with legal fees and did something nice for his kids. That was really amazing of you guys, as well as the icing on top of the beautiful cake that you baked was that you not only pissed Lindsey Duneske off, but now it's part of this protection order against me. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, this is my bowling arm. I can flex with this one, but not this one. This one's a little bit small. This one's fucking getting there really fast. All right, let's see. We have Shane's Dumb Criminals. Haven't heard that name in a long time. Send in 20 gifted memberships. Thank you very, very much. Let's see. On screen chat is frozen. $5 from Alex N. As someone who got tried in Jeffco County, I'll still support airing of my own hearing on principle. If I'm ever locked up again, which is highly unlikely, it's gonna have to be fucking Lindsey Duneske got to show up at my fucking front door. Maybe I'll get arrested that day. But I won't mind if people put it online. That'd be funny, man, because they'll get an idea of how you're supposed to be when you're in fucking court. And then someone asked in the chat, have I missed the good bit already? No, I'm letting people get in, and then we're about to get started momentarily. All right, YouTube creates that, so no ad money to pay out. Not sure what you mean by that. Sandy's a maniac. I like the name. And then Tinkerbell says, love you, Team Skeptic, member 27 months. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to start here. Once Chuck told me about all this that was going on, he shared a video with me. Chuck shared a video. And let me get one set up for this real quick. 1 second. Okay. All right. So Chuck shared this YouTube video with me. Lindsey, I hope you're watching. About to put you on blast again, bitch. I have no love for her. Okay. I have no love. Yeah, I'm sure she's watching. Her name's like Liberty Lindsey. Let's see. Before we go further, let me pull this up because I'm going to see if I can find her channel so we can see the moment she comes in, because she made a wild claim about me in court.
What, that you were recording?
Yes, very much so. God, her name was like Liberty Lens or something like that. Anyway, we're gonna get to all that in a minute because I think I will be able to find her in the pictures we're gonna go over today, because I have pictures of the actual. We're gonna go over all the paperwork that she filed to sue me. So, all right, we're gonna get to do all that. That'd be great. Okay, so the first thing is that when Chuck's the one, shout out Chuck. Chuck's the one that was like, "Hey David, I just want you to know that Stinky Pants," or what did you call her? Chuck, put it in the chat. You called her something in the text message, made me laugh. like crabby pants or dirty pants, dirty underwear. So all of it's true. But whatever you put in there, put it in the chat so I can see it. And then okay, so and tag me when you do it so I can see it over here and repeat it for anybody that's just listening in. But anyway, what up? I am Jedi. Good to see you. I'm sure you're coming from Collins thing. Hell yeah, Team Skeptic
What up,
Rock.
Jedi?
Woo! Liberty Lens. I don't see her channel anymore. So maybe that let me go and do hold on, let me do it like this real quick. Oh yeah, there's her channel right there. Okay, let me get her at. Oh, Faith is Power 7. So let's see if she's in the live chat. I guarantee you she's quickly trying to log off right now. No, she's not. Okay, and then let's see.
Oh, I can teach you how to run. You know what? I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Okay, so let's see. What up, Team Skeptic? All right, good deal. Good to see you. All right, so when Chuck did that and he said you're being sued again, I was like, what? And that was not for the what's it called, for the protection order. That was actually for a she was suing me for defamation and all that good mess. Same thing that Chili tried to sue me for, that when he failed. They all seem to fail against me. I wonder why that is, guys. I wonder why that is. Maybe because I'm a fucking born winner and they're fucking born losers. They lose at everything they fucking do. Don't be a fucking sovereign citizen. Don't be an auditor. Just live a fucking productive life. How about that? It's not that fucking hard. All right. Yeah, try to keep Team Skeptic on track. It's impossible, but at least try. You're right. You're right. It is. All right, but no, we're gonna get to this. So after Chuck,
I'm just smiling over here. I've stopped. I've stopped.
So after Chuck, then now it's me getting back on track. It's the ADHD, I think, or the slight retardation that I have. Don't know. But anyway, so after Chuck sends me this message, he's like, hey, Skeptic, that you're being sued again. And I was like, no fucking way. And then we were talking a little bit and he was like, oh, when you do a live stream, here, you can use this video. This video comes from the Steve Wilco channel. All right. So Steve Wilco. So how we got to this point was I was in a conversation. I'll give you the lead up, then we're gonna watch the video so you can see what the breeding line of Lindsey Duneske has turned out to be. All right, so after we and him got on a conversation, and so the hearing had started, and of course, what do I preach everybody about pro se representation? Let's see how many people get this right. What do I say when it comes to pro se representation, to representing yourself in court? What is the one thing that I tell everyone? I'll wait. I'm going to tell the story, but I'll wait. So I was on there and I was on the phone. I was like, hey, when we were in the court, it had to get reset because he was asking me how it went. He was like, it had to get reset because, of course, she decided to have her grandchildren there, right? Her grandchildren were fucking not on camera, but they were in the other room. They're ages 3 and 1, people. And she's in her bedroom listening to or taking part in a court hearing while her grandkids are just off doing whatever the fuck they're doing in the other room, watching themselves, I guess. So it had to be, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Everybody pays attention. So I got a lawyer. I went out and got a lawyer. So, because I practice what I preach. There's no point in me trying to represent myself when I'm just a layman, a dumb YouTuber who puts out commentary on YouTube videos. And, he's a law professional, a law scholar, some might call themselves. So
you could have made I don't know, you could have got 1 million views if you were just playing the part. Oh, well, I'm gonna do this and this, just to have some fun with this. But I appreciate you actually being smart about it.
Yes, I try to be smart about it. Law Talk with Mike. Mike G is being threatened by a judge and attorney in Colorado. That's their problem. They want to. I mean, hey, good for them for putting out the content, but when they don't add any commentary, it's going to be really hard to get on there and defend it and say, "Hey, this is I'm doing this, transformative," and because it's a matter of. I mean, I'm sure Mike will figure it out because he's a lawyer, but the other people, I don't know that they're going to figure out how to fucking address that. They'll be spending their money on lawyers,
I've never heard of that channel before. Hopefully they do well.
So anyway, they were out getting or the kids were in a completely different room. She comes in. So we'll get to this. I couldn't record the video, obviously, because you're not supposed to record court hearings that you're in, right? That's the rules. I follow the rules. Therefore, I didn't record it. So anyway, there is the judge is sitting there talking to both of us, getting us ready to get started. And this is supposed to be the day for the hearing, right? And she goes, she's like, "Hey, I hear kids in the background. Who's there with you?" And she's like, "Oh, it's my grandkids. They're 3 and 1." And she's like, "Where are they at?" They're in the other room, just watching TV. And I'm sitting there thinking, I've got a grandkid, right? There's no way in hell. He's like 7 months old. So 5 months removed for being the same age as one of these kids. There's no way in hell I'm just putting them in the other room while I go do a court hearing. No way. And so the judge was like, "You can't do that." Clearly there's something wrong with this. So she's like, "You can't do that." And she's like looking rough. She has aged. I've covered her for about 4 years now. She's aged 2 decades in 4 years. Life is tough when you're an idiot. Life is tough when you are a fucking idiot. And she's a fucking idiot.
I'm going to say a decade and a half. I think you're being really mean right now.
I'm being nice. So mean. I'm being nice. Pay attention, Lindsey. I'm being fucking nice.
It's at least 15 years, not 20. Stop it.
Jen Main, I will say $9.99. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. And then Let's Go by Bramble Rose. All right. And then Squirrel by Bite Influx. Where? I hear it. Wow. Where's Squirrel? Okay. So anyway, the judge is like, "All right, we have to reset the hearing." And so now I got to pay for a second appearance by my attorney because dipshit Duneske wasn't fucking ready for court that she brought on. I'm not the one that brought the fucking case on. She is. I even talked to my lawyer today. I was like, we really should have just pushed her into defaulting on her appearance because she's not ready. That's not my fault. And she's the one that's trying to get this ridiculous PPO out against me. So fuck her, but I didn't because I do want to have content for you guys. I do want to talk about it, let's go. So I was like, all right, whatever, it's going to cost me a little bit of extra money, but it is what it is. But anyway, okay, so back to the Steve Wilkos story. Chuck was like, "Hey, you ought to check this out." Lindsey Duneske, the kids that she was watching are have been neglected. I don't want to use the word abused because abuse is kind of like it implies things, and I don't want to make any implications here. But they've been neglected by their mother, Lindsey's daughter. The apple definitely does not fall far from that tree stump. Okay, it does not. But they were on the Steve Wilkos show, and Chuck was like, "You got to watch this video." So we're going to watch this video. We're going to make some commentary while we watch it. And then we're going to cover the paperwork in my trial. But this is the parenting line that Lindsey Duneske has brought into this world. Okay. So here we go. We're going to start with this video. This is from the Steve Wilkos show. It's on YouTube. Let me put in the chat so y'all can go and express your hatred and disdain for this horrible mother. But there's that right there. There's we're in the chat, or it's in the chat right now. This is the original video. Excuse me. So here we go. We're gonna play this video real quick. Okay, I wanted to highlight the lineage of the Duneske clan in this, and I think we've gotten a pretty good idea. Same thing as Lindsey, always. Everybody else, you don't have jurisdiction over me. I did nothing wrong. You're all wrong. I'm suing you all. Death penalty to the judge. Death penalty to skeptic. Death penalty to fucking Colin. Like, that's exactly the type of attitude that she has. Everybody else should be held accountable, but not her. Not her. Everybody else. All right. So now, that's how my first hearing ended, was because the judge was like, "Hey, you can't be in a hearing and watch a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old at the same time. It's not just wrong, it's impossible. You can't bring them into the court, because these court hearings, they're supposed to be private for the parties that are involved, right? Parties and lawyers. It's supposed to be private. So you can't bring children to sit in. Just like I couldn't have, my son sitting in here and say, "Oh, I want my son to be here to observe the court process." No, that's not how that works. This is family court, family domestic violence court, by the way. She thinks it's a domestic violence act upon her because I was laughing at her dumbass. All right. Let's go over a few super chats and then we'll jump to the actual filings that she put up, because I have pictures of all of the filings and they're hilarious. They're hilarious. Yeah. You're going to laugh with me tonight, guys. All right, Raiden Stone 8037. Did you catch her say under 1 perceptile? I did not. I thought she said percentile, but I could have, I really wasn't listening to that idiot, to be honest. I was catching it, but I was also getting kind of pissed off. Daryl M for 20 Aussie dollars. Proof it's in the DNA. Yes, it is. Michelle Desmet, 7793. Yay for the live stream for $10. Thank you very much. And also, member for 14 months. Yes. For the roof repair fund, $10. Welcome back to the live team. Yay. Are y'all having a good time tonight? I love live streaming. I love it so much. I realize why I miss it. I need to do it more. I have bad allergies right now, by the way, guys. So excuse the coughing, but I need to do it more. And that's from Salacious. Do you want to see me do more lives? Yes or no? Let's see. Okay, Dr. Dave is almost dealing with the same shit with Goat Boy, aka Audit Them, for $5. Yeah, well, Dr. Dave and I have had our differences. Just put it like that. But he does provide commentary. I'll give him that. He does provide commentary. Jen Main says Mike's commentary is what is being threatened. I would have to see. I would have to go back and watch and see what it is exactly that is causing these issues for him. I hope he gets out of it. I mean, I'm sure he will. Like I said, he's an actual lawyer. I'm sure he'll know how to deal with these other, these allegations or false misrepresentations or whatever the case it may be. I'm sure he'll be able to do it. These other channels, not so much. They're going to be paying lawyers for nothing. And then Army Brat with the 99-cent crying emoji. Yes, everybody should share a collective tear for those children, because they're the real victims here, not the mother. She's not the victim. Epiphanies. Member 52 months. Let's go. So good to see you live. I know. Feels great to be live. Loving this from Tim. Tim Mitchell. Sorry, the name was all crunched together. And then Janie Young, member 37 months. And then, 10 Canadian dollars. Durval Martins. God, man, I was rooting for Canada so hard in the World Cup. Valiant effort. They played their asses off. And that leg break was horrible to watch. Yes to more lives. Okay. Maybe what I'll do, this is an idea. If y'all would come back, maybe Friday nights, I'll do a live stream. I'll do 2 videos a week and 1 live stream. But you guys got to want it. You know, I don't want to be up here live streaming to no one or not having a, not that I don't have a good time or I wouldn't do it even if there was nobody watching. I'd be doing this if there was 10 people watching. I used to do it to 10 people for 10 people, so I have no problem with that. But I would rather if y'all would rather see the produced videos, I'll keep producing the videos. But I love live streaming. God, I get so involved in it. It's such a good experience. Oh, I just remembered something. Somebody, one of you has to be responsible to ask me about my second channel. All right? Very important. Very important. I have a project that I am probably going to be launching on Monday. So I need 10 people to remember, because when this is all said and done, I'm going to say, okay, let's talk about everything we just saw and watched and did. And then I need one of you or 10 of you to say, hey, Skeptic, tell me about your second channel and we'll talk about it, because I got something. All right. And then Celine Driver 199 Law Talk with Mike does comment during streams. Yeah, he comments, but it's not his commentary for me. And this is this is just my professional opinion because I'm a YouTuber, not a lawyer. I don't think he gives enough legal analysis. I think the commenting he does is more geared towards his audience, which if you were doing, let's say, and this doesn't count towards court videos, right? But let's say you were doing this towards another YouTuber's videos, that wouldn't count as transformation. That wouldn't count as being transformative. But I will give him his credit. He does at least put his face on there. He does make comments. He's not really the problem that we're facing, right? The eventual downfall of court content is going to come from other people who are just taking the video, cutting out the part they want to post, and posting that part. And sure, it's entertaining for people that don't want commentary in it, but that's what's going to be the downfall of court content. So I'm just saying, and it doesn't have to do with Law Talk with Mike. That's not the person that I'm really trying to point out, or the channels that I'm really trying to point out. Please do more lives and videos alike. My streaming content is lacking. And that comes from Raylan Fire 2020. Yes, I think I should do more. But Celine Driver, you're right. With Mike, that's not the issue. The issue comes from other people. But I would like to see Mike give more of a legal perspective other than just sitting there and, reacting to the chat and laughing at the video as it plays. That I think he's missing out on something so big. I think when he started and when he really got his blow up was in one of the, I think it was the Johnny Depp trial. There was a lot more involved with his legal analysis, and he's just kind of drifted away from that. You were my first. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Hey, Samac, glad to be your first. All right, so now we're going to jump over into the filings. Let me bring that picture on screen. 1 second. Lawyers talk like this. I don't find that amusing. But I always trip about that when they're like, the defendant lives in Wayne County. He's a resident there for 10 years. He has a job. Like you'll notice it if you watch enough court content that it's just like, it's their cadence. It's the law cadence. All right, give me 1 second. I'm loading up the other. Oh, well, 1 second. Almost screwed that up. All right, so let me go over to my Google Photos. Oh, hey, look, there's my. This was like from 3 or 4 weeks ago. That's me and my son bowling. My son bowled a 235, which at the time was his highest game. He's since eclipsed that, and now I'm averaging above 163. So let me go to my favorites. Let me get back on screen so I'm not, because I put everything in a favorites folder. All right, here we go. And some of these are out of order, so I'm going to have to... Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. Oh, well, hold on. That's... All right. I think that one had her phone number on it. Oopsie. I have to go back and cut that out of the live stream. All right. So this is the verified statement regarding the PPO action. And so we're going to start here. Let's see. Yes, 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 yes. Let me see. Okay, so this is just... All right, this is just her giving general answerships. Relationship, no personal relationship. Thank fucking God. I would not know what to do if I had a personal relationship with that fucking idiot. All right, let's see. Petition for personal... I don't care if you see this address right here. This isn't my address. She did like a general search. All right, so now I make the petition under the authority of the court to grant a personal protection order prohibiting the respondent from following me or appearing within my sight. I have never seen her nor has ever been in her sight whatsoever. Appearing at my workplace or residence. You gotta fucking work before I can appear at your workplace, Lindsey. And your residence, I don't dumpster dive, so you don't think I don't think you're gonna have a problem with that one. Approaching or confronting me in a public place or on private property. Not gonna happen since I'm not in Michigan. Entering onto or remaining on property owned, leased, or occupied by me. Again, no problem. Sending mail or other communications to me. Now, this is something that was asked by my lawyer. Have I ever contacted her? I've never contacted Lindsey Duneske, ever. I have no want or desire to speak to her. She's left comments on my videos. That's contacting me. All right, let's see. Contacting me by telephone, it's okay. I don't do that. Placing an object on or delivering an object to property owned, leased, or occupied by me. Again, I don't dumpster dive, so that shouldn't be a problem. Threatening to kill or physically injure me. No, I don't do that. I think one time me and Chili got into a spout where it was getting to the point where he and I were saying that if we saw each other, we were going to physically hurt each other. But that was just talk from both of us. Like, he didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Maybe he did, but I didn't mean it. All right. Posting a message to the use of any medium of communication, including the internet or a computer or any electronic media, pursuant to MCL 750.411S. Yeah. So that will come up later because she is, first off, I have no intention of doing that, but she thinks like she wants me to not post videos on her and remove the videos. I request an ex parte order because immediate and irreparable injury, loss, or damage will occur between now and a hearing, or because notice itself will cause irreparable injury, loss, or damage before the order can be entered. I haven't done a video on her in over a year. I think it's been a year. Maybe I did a video on her maybe like 8-9 months ago. I'd have to go back and look what my last Lindsey Duneske video is. But I haven't done any videos on this idiot. Like, she hadn't been in court. That's all I do is cover stupid people in court. If you're acting stupid in court, I'm going to do a video on you. All right. So now let's see. All right, here's some where we get into what happened. So this is oh, sorry, 1 second. Addendum to petition for a PPO. Age 46. She looks like she's 75, y'all. Team Skeptic, age not available. Yes, she doesn't know. I'm only 21. Shout out to my fellow 21-year-olds out there. That means all of you. All right. Date 10/11/25. So I guess it's been less than a year. Less than a year. What happened? Location, Detroit, Michigan. Wrong. Well, I wasn't in Detroit, Michigan, you dipshit. Sorry, I'm drinking my Colombian right now, my Colombian coffee. All right. I found a YouTube video posted by Team Skeptic titled, "My favorite sovereign citizen Karen is back in court. Lindsey Duneske returns." Yes, baby. Using my full name and image without my consent. Nobody fucking cares, Lindsey. Only you. You're the only one that cares that I use your name. Guess what? They used your name and image in the court video. How do you like me now? I just took a screenshot from the publicly available video. Eat shit. All right. The video includes insults. Yes. Yes, it does. It absolutely includes insults. All right. It includes insults, false statements, and court footage leading to threats and harassment from viewers. She's talking about y'all here, not me. I don't know why she needs a PPO. She should just get a PPO against everybody in my chat. Which one of you, I want to know, which one of you was the one who was giving insults, threats, and harassments to my favorite sovereign citizen, Karen, Lindsey Duneske? Which I need to know which one of you. I'm going to probably buy a big ass cake and give each one of you a fucking big old fat slice of it. I fear for my and my children's safety. I asked for the respondent and YouTube to remove the videos, but they refused. Oh, did I forget to mention? Did I forget to mention to you guys? I have a co-defendant. YouTube is a co-defendant with me in every one of the filings that have been thrown out by the court. YouTube was a co-defendant. I don't know I don't think they're a co-defendant in the PPO. If they were, they didn't show up to the PPO hearing, that's for sure. But God, I would have loved that to have happened. All right, so that's the end of that document. Let's see, next one. The respondent, this is the extra sheet. So I think this is going to be a follow-up from the sheet we just looked at. The respondent, known online as Team Skeptic, operates a monetized YouTube channel with over 200,000 subscribers. Thank you to every one of you 200,000. I love you guys. Y'all are the fucking best. The best fucking subs on the internet right here. This guy, he has them. All right, on or about September 19th, 2025, he posted a video titled, "My favorite sovereign citizen Karen is back in court. Lindsey Duneske returns using my full name, image, and court footage without my..." The video contains false, demeaning, and insulting statements. All right, guys, read with me. Calling me an idiot, Karen, and mocking my mental health and parental status. I did every one of those. I mocked her. I called her an idiot. I called her a Karen. I called her a lot of things. She should have put alongside other things, but she didn't. She's focused on me calling her an idiot and a Karen. That's fine. Mocking her mental health. Nobody mocked her mental health. She brought all that shit on herself. She fucking wants to improve your mental health. Stop being a fucking sovereign citizen idiot, dumb fuck. And parental status. I did. She's 0 for 5 when it comes to having kids. She can't raise a kid if it was some mold on a piece of bread. Like she sucks that bad at raising any fucking thing. It misrepresents a private court proceeding and was uploaded for profit and paid sponsorship and merchandise links. God, I need to update my merchandise store. Since this posting, I've been harassed and threatened by the respondent's viewers. Not my problem. Not my fault. Not my problem. Don't harass anybody that you see online that's covered in one of my videos. Please don't harass them. But I understand. I understand why you would. And believe me, it wasn't threats and all this going to her. It was comments left on my videos. We'll get to those in a minute. Let's see. Who have sent abusive messages repeating the respondent's statements and using slurs such as retard. To be fair, I did call her a fucking retard a few times. To be fair. That part's true. And hey, I've seen some of y'all's comments. Y'all are calling her retards also, so don't judge me. Judge all 200,000 of you. Many comments express hostility and ridicule towards me, causing me fear and emotional distress. Again, refer to my previous statement. Stop being a fucking dumbass, and a lot of that would go away. I previously notified the respondent and YouTube requesting that the videos be taken down. My requests were ignored. Again, guilty as fucking charged. The requests were ignored. Those videos are still up, and they will not, under any circumstances, be taken down. I have them in a playlist. You can watch the playlist if you want to go back and watch this fucking idiot squirm and see what I'm talking about. I'll link the playlist at in the description, and at the end of this video, I'll put the playlist in the live chat so that anybody can go and watch it just to get a refresher of why she's such a fucking idiot. All right, my requests were ignored and new comments and harassment continued. The respondent's conduct constitutes a pattern of unwanted electronic contact and cyber stalking. I'm no lawyer, but I don't think that's what cyber stalking is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe saying, look, I want to put these videos on my YouTube channel. Maybe that constitutes cyber stalking, but I don't think it does. Chat, what do you think? Do you think that constitutes cyber stalking because I wait for her fucking next court date and I get it off of YouTube and I go and make comments on it? I don't think it does. But again, I'm not a fucking lawyer. Let's see. Causing severe emotional distress and legitimate fear for my safety and the safety of my children. Your children are perfectly fine. Do you know why your children are perfectly fine? Except Evie. She's a fucking idiot. But do you know why your children are perfectly fucking fine? Because Chuck has them. That's why they're fine. Because Chuck's a loving father and follows the law and doesn't think that her fucking ridiculous belief system is appropriate for their children. So yes, your children are fine. You don't have anything to worry about. My audience doesn't go after kids anyway. They go after dumb fucks. I'm a private individual with no relationship or prior contact with the respondent. So, the respondent has no lawful reason to be posting or profiling or profiting from my personal information on court matters. The harassment has caused sleep loss. I'm going to go out on another limb here and say that's probably the drugs. Drugs probably cause sleep loss. Not some guy made an idiot about me being stupid in court. I'm sure that causes sleep loss too. And yes, First Amendment right. You should know this, Lindsey. Chuck! Yes, I love it. Let's see. The harassment has caused sleep loss, anxiety, reputational harm. No. You had to have a good reputation for me to cause reputational harm. Jesus. When you start off with the reputation you have, then no, you don't get reputational harm. You can't make that claim. All right. And interference with family and daily life. I have not interfered with her daily life. What are you even talking about? When did I come into your daily life and be a speed bump to everything that you were doing? It's probably what you needed, was a nice little speed bump to slow your dumb ass down. Coffee break. All right. I believe the respondent's actions are intended to intimidate, humiliate, and provoke further public harassment. You got one of those rights. You got one of them right. Humiliate. I intend to humiliate you on a level that you have never been humiliated on. This is only the fucking beginning. Someone mentioned the Barbra Streisand effect. Absolutely. There may not have been but a handful of people that followed you. And what jurisdiction? Wayne County, 33rd District Court, 3rd Circuit, Wayne County. Not the federal court either, the state court, state and county. But Barbra Streisand effect has now been engaged because now there's going to be lots of people who know about you and lots of people that want to see what this is all about. And you made it worse for yourself. The best thing you could have done is said, how should my behavior change so that this doesn't happen in the future? That's what you could have done. You could have done that and made a positive change for your children and yourself and all your family that fucking hates you, right? You could have done that, but you didn't. What you did is you doubled down and tripled down. And now you've made now you put it in the court system. So now it's public record. So you just made it worse for yourself. Everything you're complaining about, it's about to go times 10. Let's see. I respectfully request that the court issue a PPO under MCL to prohibit the respondent from posting, sharing, or commenting about me or my children online. I don't comment about your children. The only time your children become a issue is when we're fundraising for Chuck to pay the lawyer fees to take your children from you because it's the best thing for your children. Also, we gave him enough money to do some nice things for his children. So fuck you, Lindsey. And by the way, I will be posting, as we all see right now. I apparently didn't follow that request because guess who's posting about it right now? This guy. Commenting about me? Guys, put a 1 in the chat if I'm commenting about her. Put 2 1s in the chat if we're both commenting about her. So yes, are we commenting about her? Abso-fucking-lutely, Lindsey. All right, let's see what else. She wants them to encourage or inciting others to contact or harass me. Let's be clear. Never once, and I stand by this, do not contact her. If you want to say something crazy about her or crazy to her, you do it in my comment section. You do not have to do that. You do not have to email her. You do not have to send her letters. You do not have to call her. Don't do that. All right? You're not helping anybody else. It's not hurting me because I'm not the one doing it, and she can't say that, oh, it's Skeptic's fault. No, it's not. I'm telling you guys, don't contact her. But feel free to say whatever the fuck you want to say about her inside of my comment section, inside the live chat. I don't care. No fucks given. Say whatever you want because the only way she's going to see it is she comes over here and watches the Team Skeptic video. Communicating with me directly or indirectly through any electronic means. I have not communicated with her, nor have I attempted to communicate her. Exhibits A through C, which we're about to go through, are attached, including screenshots of the video title, description, viewer comments. Like I said, some of you out there are becoming the main character in some of this. At least the second main character. I am the main character. She's the villain. I'm the hero. You guys are the support staff for the hero, and the hero appreciates you very fucking much. And transcript excerpts. Oh yeah, we're going to read those for sure. All right, so that's the end of that document. Let's go to the next one. Oh yeah, Exhibit A. Look at the shirt. Oh, some might say I picked that shirt out on purpose, guys. Oh man, what a shirt to be wearing in a Lindsey Duneske video. Holy shit. Oh, you can't see it. No, look, there it is right there. Oh, fuck. Oh, take that in. Oh my goodness. Oh man, sometimes I just kill myself. I see a shirt like that and I think, I need to wear this in a Lindsey Duneske video. And let's see, this exposing a crazy sovereign citizen Karen who sued me in federal court and lost. Yeah, she lost that one. They labeled her a vexatious litigant. All right. This one was just a live stream that I did one house ago. I got back from Vegas and I don't remember what the title of that live stream was. The title's not on there. I can't look at it right this second. Okay. Regardless, Yeah, hero pick right there. The one before. That is so perfect. Abso-fucking-lutely, it's perfect. Get over yourself, Lindsey. All right. So these are the exhibits that she used. I don't know why she chose to put this one in there. I guess it was time. Let's see. Here's a thumbnail title. Sovereign citizen Karen is back in jail where she belongs. Sov sit fail. Look at the, oh my goodness. I wish I could zoom in even more. Look at the bags under those eyes. She's had a rough life. And it's all been her own fault. Let's see. Oh, all right. Oh, this was yeah, she won't show her name, but yeah, she put her name up there, and this was my response. Shut up, retard. You were labeled a vexatious litigant and you're dumb as fuck. Yeah. Nailed it with that one. Can't wait to drop your Facebook chlamydia video for a few 100,000 people to see. Why would you be so stupid and post that? Yes. So she made a video talking about how she contracted chlamydia from some other guy, right? Some random guy, I think. Why would you make a video talking about that? Keep that shit TMI. Keep it to yourself. And then Andrew 999, death penalty for him. Wowzers. Feel for you, Team Skeptic. I hope you have a very good physical security system. I do. Thanks for the insightful and entertaining videos over the years. Absolutely. All right, let's see. All right, this was a screenshot she took. This was part of the YouTube comments that she says are harassing. Liberty Lindsey is still in jail for her felony, and the world is a little bit safer tonight. Her next hearing is the 25th District Court in Lincoln Park, Michigan on April Fool's Day. How fitting. And exactly how is this harassment? I would love to know. I guess we'll find out on Monday when I have my court hearing. All right, let's go to the next screenshot. Oh, this is where you guys, the second heroes, come in. No filter MMA. 2 laughing, crying face emojis, half tilted. Why would you post such mean stuff? Grease monkey. Well, shit. As that noise started coming out of that mouth, my cat ran up under the couch and won't come out. Thanks, lunatic Lindsey. Rigor mortis. I'm here because of Team Skeptic. This is probably on her video. I would imagine this is on her video. Good for you, Rigor mortis. She's definitely ready to go to jail. She definitely is. I see practicing law isn't the only thing she's bad at. Of course it's not. Of course it's not. Oh, and then this is where you guys should feel so proud of yourself. Because this is where the GoFundMe that we did for Chuck has now become part of the court record, because she thinks this is harassing, that we raised money for Chuck so that Chuck could pay his lawyer to defend himself against this lunatic, like the other guy said. This is where she says, oh no, you're not allowed to raise money for Chuck, because if you raise money for Chuck, then how the hell am I going to be able to defend my side, right? $7,905 raised at a $5,000 goal. Oh, let me go back. There you go. Look at that. Chuck and the kids. Keep in mind, I also want to remind everybody that Lindsey's so fucking crazy that not only was she trying to take her kids with Chuck back from Chuck, but she's also trying to take a kid from Chuck that's not even hers. That's not even her child. She's trying to take the parenting away from them so she can raise them to be like Eve or whatever the fuck her name is. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, this is a verified statement in support of petition for personal protection order. Let's see, we'll go right here. Respondent, David Scott Omo, also known as AKA Team Skeptic, operates a monetized YouTube channel with approximately 224,000 subscribers. I think we're up to 232,000, by the way. Respondent resides at this address, which is not my address. I don't mind this address being put out because I don't live there. I don't know where she got that address from. And is approximately 48 years old. Date of birth, December 1977. On a side note, I was looking myself up and I'm on celebritybirthdays.com. How cool is that? I made it onto celebritybirthdays.com. That's probably where she got my birthday from. Respondent repeatedly publishes and maintains online content for commercial gain through monetization, sponsorships, and advertising revenue. Such content is knowingly and intentionally directed at petitioner, a Michigan resident, and is distributed nationwide via YouTube, including within the state of Michigan. That part is true, but it doesn't grant you jurisdiction. And you will learn that on Monday. It's so crazy. Their arguments, one of the top arguments that sovereign citizens make is the court doesn't have jurisdiction over them. Well, guess what? Guess who the court doesn't really have jurisdiction over? This guy. Because like I said earlier, I've never lived in Michigan. I don't go through Michigan. I don't operate a business in Michigan. I don't own real property in Michigan. Nothing ties me to the state of Michigan. So this is I could have defended myself against these charges, right? But I didn't because I preach, don't go pro se. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Get yourself a lawyer. A lawyer will do a better job than you ever will do. Unless you're a lawyer too. And then even lawyers, just so you know, even lawyers don't represent themselves. I covered that recently. Or not recently, about a year ago. We had one lawyer suing another lawyer, and that lawyer went and got hired an attorney to represent her in a protection order. Actually, the protection order was from that lawyer against the other lawyer, and the one who was bringing the protection order up was the one who hired a lawyer. Do not go pro se. The only time I would recommend you going pro se is when $50 is on the line. When you've got when the max they could charge you is $50, okay, go give it a shot. But if your freedom is on the line, if your civil liberties are on the line, do not represent yourself. You will fail. You will fail and end up in a Team Skeptic video, like Lindsey Duneske. All right. Let's see. Respondent's conduct is purposely directed towards a broad audience with the foreseeable and actual effect of causing harm within Wayne County, Michigan, thereby establishing jurisdiction under Michigan law. Well, I hate to tell you this, but under federal law, that court does not have jurisdiction over me, and you will learn this on Monday. Conduct and timeline. On or about September 19, 2025, respondent uploaded video titled "My Favorite Sovereign Citizen Karen is Back in Court," using my full name and image from a private family court proceeding. The narration includes mocking and false statements referring to me as an idiot, Karen, and implying mental instability. Well, you said it was false statements. Those are opinions, first off, and I'd argue that they're not false. I'd argue that they were a fucking nail on the head of the hammer directly on the top of the nail. Like, I nailed that. And implying mental instability. The videos have received hundreds of thousands of views and monetized through paid sponsorships. I think she was actually right on that. It did receive hundreds of thousands of views and was monetized, and did have a sponsor. Let me double check to make sure this is the next one. Let's see, 1, 2, yeah. So here's 3. Merchandise sales. First off, I haven't sold a shirt in fucking years. So I think the last shirt I had was when I crossed 100,000 subscribers. I'm at 234. So, all right, let's see. Pattern of harassment and threats. Since publication, I've received threats and harassments through YouTube comments. Oh, wow. You're harassing her through your comments, guys. I don't think that you're doing anything wrong. Keep it up. Keep up the good work, my friends. Since publication, I'll repeat that, I've received threats and harassment through YouTube comments and other electronic messages. Viewers repeated respondents' words, used slurs such as retard, and made statements that caused me to fear for my and my children's safety. This activity continues and is directly linked to the video. Prior notice and refusal to remove. I notified both respondent and YouTube in writing to remove the videos. No, she didn't. She didn't notify me. She might have told me take down the video, but it wasn't through. She didn't write me any letters asking me to do so. Neither acted appropriately. Neither acted. Respondent's conduct has continued despite notice and is willful and malicious. It is willful. Abso-fucking-lutely. I am willing this into existence. I will continue to willfully make fun of you at every turn. You can't do anything on the internet without me willfully making fun of you. Thank you very much for being a dumbass and bringing this idiot fucking lawsuit against me. And someone said, hi, Lindsey. Is she in the chat? Oh, man, we have to check. Let me know if she's in the chat. Put a yes if she is. Put an IDK if you don't know. All right. All right, legal, let's see. The repeated publication of my family and family law details has caused severe anxiety and loss of sleep. That's probably from drugs. Fear of being recognized or confronted by strangers. That's not my problem. Damage to my reputation and family relationships. Yeah, because your family fucking hates you. Your family hates you. That's what you get. If you weren't such an idiot and such an anti-government conspiratorial nut job, they probably wouldn't hate you. You're just like a flat earther. I say this all the time. Sovereign citizens and flat earthers both suffer from the same family issues because nobody wants to be around you because all you can talk about is this secret knowledge that you have that nobody else has that's actually not real. Yeah, retard is not a slur, it's a descriptor. Good point. Legal basis for relief. Respondent's actions constitute stalking and cyberstalking as defined and prohibited by Michigan law. Let's see. Stalking. First off, I've never stalked her, so I wouldn't want to stalk her. I value the sensory glands inside of my nose way too much to find myself surrounded by that stinky woman. The statute defines stalking as a willful course of conduct involving repeated or continued harassment of another individual that will cause a reasonable person to feel terrorized, frightened, intimidated, threatened, harassed, or molested, and that actually causes the victim to feel such emotions. Well, here's the thing. Let's see. A willful, I was going to say something very funny there. You said reasonable person. Reasonable person. You are not a reasonable person. You think you can break the law and the court doesn't have jurisdiction over you. That is not reason. That is not something a reasonable person would ever think of. So you got to imagine you're not reasonable. You had Chuck drive all the way to, what state was that? To another state to confront your other baby daddy for trying to kidnap your children. You're not reasonable. You're a fucking idiot. Respondent has engaged in a course of conduct by repeatedly posting and maintaining online videos targeting me by name, I did, image, I did, and private court information. It wasn't private, it was public, with commentary designed to ridicule and humiliate. Yes and yes. The foreseeable result and actual effect has been severe emotional distress, public humiliation, and fear for my safety and my children's safety. Stop being an idiot. Nobody would say anything. The statute, or this one's aggravated stalking. The statute elevates to stalking to aggravated stalking, where the conduct continues after the victim is given clear notice to stop. I don't give a shit about your notice to stop. Respondent and YouTube demanding. Oh, wait. That seems to have jumped. I guess not. Because there's C after AB. This doesn't make any sense to me. Respondent and YouTube demanding removal of the videos and cessation of any communications or publications about me. That sentence doesn't make sense. Did I miss something on the other page? Was there? Oh yeah, I provided written notice and formal request. Okay, that's why the sentence. I didn't read the whole thing. All right. I chose to ignore those because that's my right. It's my right to ignore an idiot. And it's my First Amendment right to publish any video I want about anybody, given my personal opinion. And while it may not be a professional law scholar opinion, it is based on my many dealings with people that are in court that are fucking idiots. You're an idiot. That's just it. I'm allowed to say what I want to say. All right, posting messages by electronic medium to harass or threaten. I've never messaged her, by the way. This provision specifically prohibits using the internet or any electronic medium to post or encourage messages about another person with intent to terrorize, frighten, intimidate, threaten, or harass. When such conduct results in emotional distress or fear, respondents' YouTube posting coupled with demeaning narration and open comment sections encouraging thousands of others to mock, insult, and threaten me fall squarely within this statute. I've never encouraged you to do so, but I truly appreciate you doing so. The respondent knowingly disseminated false and humiliating information to a mass audience. No. I took a court video, I played the court video, and I gave my opinion. There was no dissemination of false information. This was simply me taking a publicly available court video, giving my expert commentary upon it. Not legal expert, just commentary expert. And that is my First Amendment right to do so. All right. Let's see. Civil protection and authority of the court. The court may issue a personal protection order restraining a non-domestic individual from engaging in a course of conduct. In a course of conduct that violates MCL or 750-411H or 411I, or from any other repeated harassment that interferes with the petition's privacy, safety, or security. Boo fucking who. MCR 3.703B authorizes this court to issue such an order ex parte. You see that? She really wanted me to not be there. Can anybody wonder why she wanted me to not be there? Because of her false allegations. If there was no one to refute these false allegations, then the judge probably would have granted her the order. Not that it would have been enforceable, but it probably would have granted the order. Based on what she said in this petition, which is completely false, it probably would have been granted. So she wanted it as an ex parte. And for those that don't know, ex parte means like only one party there, the other party is not there. Let's see. When the facts show that irreparable injury, loss, or damage will result from the delay required to effect notice. Do you see that? She really wanted the court to act before I got there. The continued publication of respondents' videos, and keep in mind, this was filed, 9 months after the video I posted? This has been 9 months now, and she's saying it's repeated. It's not repeated. The continued publication of response videos and active participation of viewers in threatening and harassing me create ongoing injury and emotional harm that justifies immediate relief. No, it doesn't. Continuing pattern of harassing electronical contact. The conduct was repeated and intentional. It served no legitimate purpose, which I argue. Did you enjoy it? I'm asking you, the audience, the question right now. Put a 1 in the chat if you enjoyed my video making fun of dumbass Duneske. If you did, if there's enough 1s in there, then I would argue that point 2 served a legitimate purpose, and that legitimate purpose was to entertain you. It was communicated through... I'll wait for your 1s, by the way. I want to know who was having a good time watching me fucking laugh at the dumbass. It was communicated through electronic media as accessible to thousands. Actually, it's accessible to billions. Since anybody in the world can get on there and watch these videos, it's accessible to billions of people. And it caused actual emotional distress and a reasonable fear for personal safety. Why would I ever want to get close to you? You look like you smell like a freaking, like a pile of dog shit. For those reasons, the court is empowered and obligated to issue a PPO. Public safety, reputational harm, and the best interests of minor children. Never brought up her minor children, only said that she's a bad parent. Let's see. We'll go ahead and move to the next page. Oh, right here. We'll go right here. Damage to reputation and character. I am a private individual, not a public figure. You post videos to YouTube. You have a YouTube channel. You post videos to YouTube. Very bad dancing videos, by the way. and you post videos to Facebook, some would argue that you're potentially a public figure. Not only that, but you're a sovereign citizen. And your messages, the things you say in court, are of public I can't think of the word right now, where the public is their interest, public interest. That's what I'm saying. So yes, I'm allowed to talk about you. The respondents' broadcast reached tens of thousands of viewers, hundreds of thousands of viewers who have no knowledge of my true background. Oh, your true background. Well, that's why we had Chuck on, isn't it? To let us know what the true background was of you. My lawful intentions, her lawful intentions, saying that the court didn't have jurisdiction over her. Being a sovereign citizen was her lawful intentions. Let's see. Or the circumstances of my family court case. By portraying me as an unstable or crazy, in parentheses. You didn't need to put that in parentheses. You're batshit crazy, Lindsey. The respondent has distorted public perception and destroyed my credibility in the community. Yes, I have. I've destroyed I destroyed what little credibility you had. No, you didn't have no credibility, you moron. You didn't have the public perception. People in general, we as a community in general laugh at people like you. So we didn't distort anything. We didn't distort the public perception. That was already distorted when you opened your mouth and said the courts didn't have jurisdiction over you. The portrayal also undermines my ability to maintain employment, housing, and social stability. Well, let that be a warning to anybody trying to hire Lindsey Duneske, that there's a good possibility she's probably going to take you to court one day anytime you try to fire her because she's, not doing her job. She's going to take you to court and sue you for a PPO. All right. Impact on ongoing custody and family relations. The respondent has extracted and misused portions of a sensitive child custody case that the presiding judge explicitly stated must not be disclosed publicly. That video, she claims, and we're going to get to this part at the end, but I want you to remember this. She claims that I recorded those videos. I did not record those videos. That was a member of my audience, a subscriber. I don't remember who gave it to me. Somebody gave me that video and said, hey, I have a Lindsey Duneske video. Here it is, and gave it to me. I didn't record it. You can easily tell I didn't record it because I'm not in the fucking call. So, and then we'll talk about it. Remind me what the judge said. The judge tried to get on to me in our trial. She was going both ways. She really ran Lindsey through the ringer. And then she kind of got on to me about recording videos and was like, you're under oath. You told my lawyer, you need to make sure that you have a strong conversation with him about recording these videos. And I was like, I'm not recording the video. I have never been in a court case where I have been the one that recorded the video. Never. It's always been published to YouTube. And that one, the one she's talking about, could have been published to YouTube. I don't know that anybody actually was recording it. It could have been published to YouTube and I just didn't see it and a subscriber gave it to me. So tough fucking shit. That's the video where she got booted out of court because she wouldn't shut her fucking dumb fucking mouth. All right, the disclosure violates the spirit of confidentiality recognized in these two MCRs, which protect friend of the court and minor child records. The video's false narrative has influenced how others, including people connected to the custody matter, perceived me. They perceived you like that way before I fucking made any comment. Nobody was on your side. Potentially affecting future hearings in contact with my children. Exploitations of distress for profit. The respondent, I'm sure that any sovereign citizen could make this argument that I'm exploiting their distress for profit. Just like any sovereign citizen could make the statement that they're under duress when they're inside of court. Of course, everybody's under duress inside of court. So anytime I'm making fun of somebody that's going through court, I'm sure that I'm profiting off or I'm exploiting their distress for profit. I get paid ad revenue. That's going to happen. Don't be an idiot. It's public record. If a senator farted while he's in a press conference, he couldn't go back later and say, "No, you can't do this. You can't make a video about me fucking passing wind during the press conference because that's exploiting the distress for profit." Of course it is. It's how YouTube works. This ad converts my distress and private life into entertainment. Yeah, it does actually. Entertainment for commercial games. Such conduct is not commentary or news reporting, but a pattern of targeted harassment that weaponized the internet for profit. Welcome to the internet, Lindsey. Welcome to the internet. This is not new to you, and you're not fucking special unless you're talking about your education level. Danger to mental and emotional health. The repeated public attacks, insults, and threats that produce constant anxiety, sleep disturbance, and fear of retaliation. I can't help that you're fucking scared of your own shadow. This emotional deterioration directly impacts my parenting capacity and overall well-being. Well, here, take some advice from me. Stay off the fucking internet because nobody cares. If you can't handle what people are saying about you, then that's your problem, not mine. All right, let's see. Legal importance. Michigan recognizes the need to protect individuals and families from online abuse that serves no legitimate purpose and causes emotional distress. I would refer you to all the ones that were in the chat previously. There is a legitimate purpose. That purpose is to entertain those people, and they were entertained. Purpose has been fulfilled. All right, let's see. Let's go to the next page. All right, here's a good one. Identification of respondent and jurisdiction. Identifiable online persona. Respondent, David Scott Omo, also known as Team Skeptic, is clearly identified as the on-camera host and operator of the YouTube channel bearing the name. Respondent resides at this address, which is not my address, and is approximately 48 years old. This is true. I am 48. I feel like I'm looking pretty good for 48, guys. I'm almost 50 years old. Put that in your back pocket for the evening. Woo! I feel good, baby. All right. Respondent appears in the videos, verbally identifies the channel as his own work, and uses consistent branding, voice, and likeness across all published content. Respondent further lists the contact location and channel metadata, identifying Texas. That should have been your first clue that this isn't going to fucking work, that they have no jurisdiction, as the business region. This consistent identification eliminates any ambiguity to respondent's identity for purpose of service, jurisdiction, and enforcement. No, you don't understand jurisdiction then. Michigan has a long arm. Yeah, here it is right here. I was just about to say, Michigan courts have long arm personal jurisdiction over any person who commits a tortious act or causes consequences to occur in this state. When was I causing that in that state? I don't have any business in the state. I don't have any residence, property. I don't go to there. I am a YouTuber in Texas. The videos I post go to California before being distributed anywhere else. You don't have to watch them. You don't have to watch it, Lindsey, but you choose to watch it. Therefore, there is the long arm statute will not come into play. And don't worry, me and my lawyer have already gone over this. He agrees. And you can, we're going to do another quick poll. Put a 1 in the chat if you think my lawyer's right and that this long arm statute, and you believe him because he's a law expert, or put a 2 in the chat if you think Lindsey's just found some magical loophole where she's going to get jurisdiction over me. Put a 1 in the chat for the lawyer, put a 2 in the chat for Lindsey. We'll see if who the chat thinks is right. Dude looks 30 at most. Yeah, right. All right, let's see. The respondent intentionally directed conduct towards a Michigan resident. No, I didn't. I just covered a court video knowing the harmful effects would be felt here. No, I didn't. You did not have to watch. That was your own choice. Therefore, jurisdiction is proper, though even though it's improper, even if the respondent resides in another state. Yep, that's not going to fly in court. All right, service and notice. Yes, so we went through she served me. She really didn't serve me. So that you know, she didn't properly serve me, but I accepted it so that I could make content and make fun of her again. You can thank me later for accepting service. Not Lindsey, the chat. Let me see. All right, recognition and enforcement. If the court grants the PPO, a certified copy may be transmitted to the Texas Attorney General and local law enforcement agencies under 18 USC 2265. Good faith effort. The petitioner is proceeding in good faith to identify and serve the respondent. Yeah, she served me, but she didn't serve me properly. Again, I just accepted it because I didn't want to. I wanted to go and make content out of this. Lindsey, thank you for allowing me to make content out of your stupidity. Good cause for immediate issuance without hearing. Again, she did not want me to be at that hearing because she knows that if I make my defense, then there's no way that she's going to win. God, I want to read the chat right now. I'm so sorry, guys. We'll get to chat. I want to know what you think. I'm going to go back and rewatch the video and just read the chat. I can't do two things. I can't read this and the chat at the same time, but God damn it, you guys are funny. All right, let's see. We already covered this. Immediate and irreparable harm, no legitimate purpose. We have legitimate purpose, and there is no immediate and irreparable harm because I haven't covered her in over 9 months. Let's see, prior notice and willful continuation. She didn't give me prior notice. She may have threatened me. Yeah. Do y'all remember what she said? She said, I'm going to sue that rich YouTuber. That's what her direct words were. So there was no, hey, please take down the videos. It was, I'm going to sue the rich YouTuber. Why turn down content? Exactly. You get me. All right, let's see. Requested protections. Oh, this is where it goes, right? This is one of my favorite parts. Petitioner requests that the court issues an order prohibiting respondent from posting, sharing, or commenting about petitioner or her minor children in any medium. Sorry, but that's not enforceable. Encouraging others to contact or harass petitioner. Never did that, so don't worry about that. Communicating with petitioner directly or indirectly by electronic means. I never contacted her or communicated with her. And requiring a respondent to remove existing videos and related content about petitioner. Now let me ask you something, chat. Do you think that I'm afraid and I'm going to remove those videos? Do you? Because I'm not. I'm not scared. I'm not worried. There was, let's see. What case law is it? Hustler Magazine. Hustler Magazine went through the same thing, and the federal courts found in their favor that they did not have to remove any of their content out of their magazines or issue a retraction or whatever the case may be because they were taken to court for something very similar. So that's not going to happen to me. And I refuse to. I will not. There is no way in fucking hell I'm taking down the videos. In fact, at the end of this, I'm going to give you guys the playlist so that you guys can fucking go and rewatch all the videos, leave even more fucking comments demeaning her. Jurisdiction and venue. Okay, well, attached exhibits. Screenshot of YouTube video showing petitioner's name and image. Transcript excerpts showing mocking and derogatory statements. Viewer comments containing threats and harassment. No, they weren't threats and harassment. They were just making fun of you. Copies of removal requests sent to respondent and YouTube. Yeah, YouTube didn't remove the videos. What makes you think I am? Fucking moron. Her address is right there. Let me get that off. That's not her address. That's not where she lives. It's her P.O. box, but we're not gonna. Don't send any content to her. Don't do that. All right, let's see. Okay, so here it is. Look, okay, so these are the excerpts, right? In that video, the David Scott Omo identifies me by name. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, why? There's 4 of us now. By name and references my court matters at the following timestamps, approximately. 5 seconds in, update from the Lindsey. Look at this. Hey, look at this. Look how stupid she is. I want you to see how stupid she is. She completely used a transcriber and didn't even bother to go and look to see if it was right? Look at the very first line. Update from the Lindsey Duneske files. She couldn't even get her own name right. What a fucking idiot. Yes, I look so scared, I know. Shaking in my underwear. At 120, my favorite Karen of all time, Lindsey Duneske. 130, 136, court audio states, State of Michigan versus Lindsey. I'm sure that's Duneske. But that's the court audio. That wasn't even me saying that. 1113 through 1121, Judge Washington. Okay. Question, chat. Does Judge Washington, are those private videos or does she post those videos to YouTube? I just wonder. I don't know. Was it me that's going into the Judge Washington private hearings, or do you think maybe I just got it off of her YouTube channel? What do you think, guys? Judge Washington has had about as much as Lindsey Duneske as she can handle. And 38 minutes, and she had, man, Judge Washington put her in her place. 3803 to 3810, Lindsey Duneske should have a few hearings coming up. So what? The host repeatedly uses demeaning and derogatory language toward me, including calling me a Karen. She is a Karen. She's literally suing me for saying mean things about her on the internet. Textbook definition of what a fucking Karen is. You are a Karen. You are 100% a Karen. This lawsuit is proof. I will use your lawsuit against you to say, yes, he called her a Karen, but he's absolutely fucking right. She's a goddamn Karen. Mocking my mental fitness and ridiculing my participation in court while displaying or discussing material tied to my case. So I put up the in that video, I'm pretty sure it was that video, I put up the federal cases that were involved. Those are public record. You're the one that filed them. The federal government didn't file cases against you, Lindsey. You filed that against the government. So guess what? That's public record. And it's your own damn fault. She's an idiot. She is as dumb as they come. The host, let's see. The video is monetized. Yes, it is. Including sponsor segment at approximately 05 to 122, indicating the respondent profits from my name using my name, image, and case details. No, that's not how that works. I can cover anybody and still put a sponsorship video in there. I'm the one sponsoring it, not your involvement in the video. Just because you were the person I was covering, the subject of my video, doesn't mean that the people are going to go and use the sponsorship because you're in the video. That's because I said go use that. And I think that was a Venice AI sponsorship. Let's see. True and correct copies of screenshots on the titles. Okay, I think, let's see. We'll just go to the next page. All right, let's see. All right, so this is excerpts from another one. David Scott Omo plays courtroom audio in the matter of Lindsey Duneske. See, she gets it there. She gets her name there. Miss Duneske, please state your name for the record. Narrator immediately comments, you always tell the truth. Well, that's a lie because I can't remember what exactly she said. And I was like, she was like, said something. She said something about she always tells the truth. And I was like, you always tell the, oh, here, let me go on screen. She was like, I always tell the truth. And I was like, you always tell the truth? Well, that's a lie. Narrator, continuation of the Lindsey Duneske saga and describes an arrest. Yes, I can do that. Derogatory statements, ridicule, title text, sovereign citizen Karen is back in jail where she belongs. Wild, I was like a wild sovereign citizen Karen in her natural habitat, a courtroom. That's right, I said that. And then she used this one. Lindsey literally never shuts up because the judge told her to be quiet. But how is that derogatory? You're not just a psycho, Lindsey. You're also an idiot. I stand by that statement. And then she said something about she was complaining about something, and I came in and said, well, that sounds like a you problem. And then at 3650, I was like, okay, Karen, be safe. Yeah. And then, of course, this last line, she's allowed to say that I deserve the death penalty and that she's going to give me that she's putting me on the death penalty list when her and her group of fucking, her group of crayon munchers gets into power. Myself, Judge Triplett, and a few other people, Colin, Chuck, all judges that have ever ruled against her, we're all going on death lists on for the death penalty. She's allowed to say that, but I'm not allowed to say, well, that sounds like a you problem. The description under the video solicits money and sales, including Europe Trip Fund, PayPal, channel memberships, Patreon, and Teespring merchandise links. Like I said, I don't sell Teespring because I don't have any. I think the link's broken, number one. Number two, I haven't updated any merchandise. Maybe I'll go and update some merchandise for this particular event though. Patreon, I do have a few Patreons. I think it comes out to like 150 a month. Channel membership, I love you channel members. I'll go on camera to say that. I love you guys. Y'all are amazing. And then the Europe Trip Fund, that was like, I copy and paste, because they have this little checkbox where you can say, use a previous video's description as your current video's description. And that was a description from like 2.5 years ago. The creator so, I mean, yes, it said that, but nobody even sends me money. Well, no, a few people do. Somebody sent me a nice little chunk the other day. Thank you for that. And I ought to go back in there and look at it, call you out by name, because that was very generous of you. Thank you so much. The creator also encourages engagement. Like, comment, and subscribe, which increases channel revenue and reach. I say that in every video. And I'm not like one of those loser YouTubers that say it throughout the video. I say it one time at the end. I say, if you like the video, then leave a like. If you disliked it, then leave a dislike. I don't care. But don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe. So subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any of my content. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out. That's all I say every time. All right, subject matter tied to my custody protection order matters. The video replays and comments on ongoing court hearings and my PPO custody proceedings, repeatedly uses my full name, and editorializes about my alleged conduct and criminal exposure, while urging viewers to watch future updates. Yes, I do. And you see, I'm not the only one she's getting PPOs out. She tried to get a PPO out on Chuck and lost that one. Publication of my name, image, and court audio alongside insult to generated hostile attention toward me. Stop being you and all the rest of it will stop. As with prior videos, I've received abusive messages and threats from viewers. She hasn't provided any evidence of that. All she's provided are the screenshots of the people leaving comments on my videos. No one's threatened her. If I saw a comment that was like physically threatening her, I would probably remove the comment. Or I would literally go in there and say, hey, don't be threatening. And then I'd give it 10 minutes for the original poster to see my message. And then I would remove the comment. All right, let's see. I think we're getting kind of close to the end. Exhibit C, second video. Title, Part 2, Crazy Sovereign Citizen Karen who sued me in federal court and lost. Lindsey Duneske. Published February 14th, 2025. Look at that. Over a year and a half ago. No, a year and 5 months ago. On Valentine's Day. You know, because I wanted to show Lindsey my love. Views, over 183,000 as of October 2025. I'm sure it's higher than that now. Channel subscriber count is higher. In this video, the respondent again uses my full name repeatedly and displays court video footage from my custody and PPO hearings without my consent. Don't need your consent. The respondent adds derogatory commentary such as calling me Karen, retarded, vile human being, and get this one, last one, guys, I love it, and 0 for 5 when it comes to mothering children. Let's fucking go, chat. 0 for 5 for when it comes to mothering children. Nailed it. Nailed it. Ah, she really hates that. She really hates when I call out the simple facts. The respondent presents false, demeaning statements about my character, mental health, and parental capacity. If that was the case, then they wouldn't have taken your children from you. Directly misrepresenting my words and legal filings to the public. I'm not misrepresenting them. You're just batshit crazy. You're insane. You think that you can just file these magical words in a court motion and that makes everything go away. That's not how that works. Court does have jurisdiction over you. You aren't a living person who has living woman who has special privileges because you don't want to identify as a corporate entity. No, all that's fucking stupid shit. Just like your entire fucking life is a bunch of stupid shit. That's why you're 0 for 5 for mothering children. All right, let's see. The video includes monetization and sponsorship segments beginning at approximately 07 to 20, promoting Venice AI and linking to multiple profit channels. I don't think I linked any profit channels in that video. VeniceAI.com or Venice.ai/Team Skeptic with a 20% discount code. Let's go. Venice AI. PayPal donation link. I still use Venice AI to be honest with you guys, man. Like, I know this isn't sponsored. Oh, this isn't sponsored or anything, but I still use Venice AI. I like it. It's a little different than ChatGPT and Google Gemini. That's another matter though. PayPal donation link, Patreon membership, and Teespring merchandise store. Let's see. We've already covered that. Our previous request about Team Skeptic and YouTube removed the. I already covered that. Yeah, stalking, aggravated stalking, and cyber harassment. Already covered that. The court has those authority to issue a PPO. Yeah, not really. The respondent's conduct has caused me severe emotional trauma, fear for my safety, damage to my professional and parental reputation. You don't have a professional reputation. And that's not what you said earlier. You said it was your community and public reputation and interference with my family relationships, particularly with my minor children. I would love to know how she thinks that I am getting in the way. Me and my comments are getting in the way of her relationship with her kids and not her behavior that's getting in the way of her relationship with her and her kids. Shout out to Chuck. Keep those kids away from her for as long as you can. Be sure to let them know at every turn what a fucking piece of shit she is. Great, that's going to be in the lawsuit on Monday. All right, let's go back here. Let's get to the next one. I think we are getting kind of close, though. Oh, whoops. Let's see. April 5th, 2025. That's when we did the live stream for Chuck. 63,000 views. Let's go. Let's see. Look, here we go. Summary of content and harmful. All the rest of it's the same. Summary of content, except for that it says there's a GoFundMe link for Charles Nerswick. Yes, there was a GoFundMe link for Charles Nerswick. We raised almost $8,000 for him. Shout out to the chat and everybody that participated in that GoFundMe. Thank you so much for doing that. That really helped Chuck out, and it did something nice for his kids. Something she will never be able to do for his kids. The video portrays me as a sovereign citizen Karen and repeats that I am in jail where she belongs. Yes and yes. It splices courtroom audio and images of me while mocking my legal filings and mental health. Mocking your legal filings, yes. Your mental health, I had no idea about your mental health. I was just saying that you're a psycho crazy bitch. Charles Nerswick appears in the video. Chuck, let's go Chuck. Put one in the chat for Chuck. He's here. He's watching. He's listening. Go ahead. He'll love it. He loves the support. What up, Peg Leg Finance? Good to see you. I'm looking at this tiny, tiny, tiny little icon, but I can tell it's you. He makes false and misleading something. That's on the next page. False and misleading statements regarding my character, parenting, fitness, and criminal status. You have a current warrant out for your arrest. So let's not talk about that. In fact, you know what? I need to make my lawyer aware of that. we need to make the lawyer aware that she has a warrant out for the out of Michigan. And then we need to let the judge know that so the judge can do with it as she pleases. Parenting fitness, you have no parenting fitness. You get your parenting fitness from 24-hour fitness. Oh, that's a fucking pink one. Let me address that super chat and we'll get back to it. Let's see. And I'm gonna well, I'll get to all the super chats too, but I'm gonna read this one. Stacy75 for $50. We many consumed crayons. She has consumed so many crayons. So many of them. All right. Back to the filings. And thank you so much, very much for that, Stacy. I truly appreciate that. So it's all the same stuff that she said before. Let's see if there's any of my transcript excerpts, because those are the best. Oh, no, I think that's it. I think that's the last one. Let me go on here and can't y'all have y'all seeing my pictures? Yeah, that was the last one. Okay, so who do you think's gonna win? I know who's gonna win. This guy right here. All right, and let's see analytics. We have 800 concurrent viewers right now. Let's go. And then what was my high? I think it was 1,020. Hey, that's really good. And I appreciate all y'all being out here. But you know what? I haven't streamed in over a year. So I was only expecting a couple of hundred. I so appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming along. All right. So now we're at the point where I can read the chat. So if you've got something to say, whether it be demeaning to her, whatever, I don't fucking care. I want to hear it. Just tag me. Put the either you can send in a super chat. I'm gonna be jumping between super chats and the live chat. Tag me so I know to read it. So like this guy, another squid. You going to ask for a cost from her? What do you fucking think? What do you think? Hell yeah, I'm gonna make her pay for my lawyer. And then you know what else I'm going to do? When she doesn't pay for that, I'm going to send her fucking, I'm going to send her to collections. And I'm going to collect, I'm going to put a lien on her the way she puts a lien on fucking judges and all sovereign citizens do it. The way they do that, I'm going to do it to her. And I'm going to have legal validity when I do it. So fuck him or fuck her. We know you haven't streamed in over a year, you asshole. I know, god damn. Commander Darklight! Oh my god, that's my motherfucking brother. And Bella Charge! Bring back After Dark. Oh no, I think I'm gonna start streaming on this channel on Friday nights. I don't know what to stream about though. But god, I miss you guys. You and Darklight especially, man. Y'all are fucking like brothers to me. And I pick on my brothers, that's why. Gave up a good 5-knuckle shuffle for this. Oh god. Good whiskey. Oh, man. Dude, we need to bring back Whiskey Wednesday. Holy shit. She won't have any money to pay. Exactly. But I'm still put a lien on her just for the fucking hell of it. Skeptic lien for the win. Yes. All right. So now let me go through some super chats. And I'm going to be jumping back and forth. Beaver Zero. I used to know a guy named Team Skeptic. Motherfucker, you still know me. You could have, you want to come up here on chat? I'll bring you up right now. Here, send in the link to you in your Discord. I love Brainy Beaver. Hold on. Calm down, Brainy. I got to copy the link. There you go. Put your money where your mouth is, Brainy. Send her a pay schedule. Oh, yeah. Fee schedule? Abso-fucking-lutely, I will. Absolutely. You need some more Don Q Reserve. Oh my God. Yes, we do. Good whiskey. Keep fighting, kid. 20 Canadian dollars from Hammy Zafika. Thank you very much, Hammy. I appreciate it. Lord, and don't forget, I also need to tell you all about my other channel that I'm about to start. I've already started it. So you 800 can be my first subscribers. And I should have a video out on Monday or Tuesday. I did the responsible thing. I ran the video through a test audience first, and the test audience gave me some really good feedback. I need to go back and record again because the test audience told me, gave me some, like the feedback the test audience gave me was, I need to change some things. I'm not too afraid to change those things. So, but I got to do that. I'll give you the things so y'all can be my first subscribers. I only have 10. Bella Charge, you should reaction videos and show people how they are meant to be done. Ben, how you brought it up earlier. But what I should do what now? I'm sure you're at work typing on your phone, so. Brainy Beaver hasn't joined yet. He was definitely bullshitting. Lori Donahue, new member. Thank you, Lori. Nearly 50, you young whippersnapper from Daryl M. Yes, Daryl. Your boy still looks good for almost being 50 years old. I'm glad. When I see people that I get randomly hit up by some people on Facebook for like that went to high school with me, and I look at them and I'm like, when did you turn 70? And they're the same age as me. Lindsey Duneske's right around that age. She looks way older than me. Lindsey must be a fan of yours, though, because she keeps coming back for more. As you said, she would only know if she was a viewer, and that comes from Anthony Cameron. Abso-fucking-lutely. PhD Tony! God damn it, Tony. Great to see you. Oh, Dom Q is rum. Ah. Wait, we'll still drink it, though. Maybe she'd like your content more if it was sponsored by Methylene Blue. Yeah, right? Tony, if you want to come up and join me for the last few minutes, I would love to have you on. Let me know if you're available. Let's see. Meet me in Dallas next weekend at DebateCon. Hey, you know what? I was thinking about going to DebateCon. That's Modern Day Debates newest installment. You know, I participated in that one time. But yeah, but reach out to me via email. And I will, maybe we'll get together and go grab some drink somewhere or do something. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Oh, Beaver's coming in 10 seconds. That's a lie. We can do a countdown. I guarantee you it'll take him 10 seconds. Post a new channel link, Team Skeptic. Oh, yes, I will. Okay. I'm going to do that now, and then we'll get to the rest of the super chats, all right? So let me go find the link. All right, let's see. Oh, why is it doing that? I think that's my handle. Yes. Okay. 11 subscribers, guys. Y'all are going to be the very, very, very first. The 11 subscribers obviously come from the 10 people that I had watch the video, my test audience. But okay. So I'll tell you what the channel's about, and then we're going to get back to super chats while you guys run over there and open a new tab. All right. So the name of the channel is The Y-Files, because I'm obsessed with conspiracy and I love tech history. So this channel is going to be a channel about tech history and the goods and the bads. So interesting stories, or stories at least that I find interesting, of tech history. Not only tech history, but we're going to eventually start including videos about the news channels. Oh, there he is right there, but he doesn't have his camera on.
Start.
There he is. What up, Beaver? All right, let me get to
I got
talk.
doubles.
Huh?
There we go.
Yeah.
I can hear you now. You're good. Keep going.
Let me finish telling the people about my new channel. So anyway, new channel will be about a completely tech and tech story channel. I love doing reaction content, but this is not what I had in mind when I started out as a YouTuber. Okay, what I had in mind, what I thought I would be, is somebody that was on camera more, who spoke more, who was the focus of the videos, right? And that didn't happen. It didn't happen primarily because I do reaction content. It's hard for you to be the main person that everybody's there to see when you're covering something else. You know what I mean? Like the other thing that you're covering tends to be the topic that people are there to watch, and they just have the they have like they love you like me. They love my commentary on it, but without the source video, there really is no reaction. So, and the reaction in my current videos is about 80-20, 80% court video, 20% me. So I just was like, I'm just not, that's not what I want to do. So I decided to make a channel that I felt was something I'm passionate about. And PhD Tony, if you want to join, I haven't gotten to your, let me see, hold on. PhD Tony, do you want to join? I will send you, I'm out in public, would love to otherwise. Okay, good deal. So anyway, the channel is just about, going to be stories I tell. Not and they will include current tech news and stories. Like I enjoy like putting together the dots, you know, connecting the dots of two stories, how one story will impact another company or another product or another invention or whatever the case may be. But that's what I wanted to do for the past 2 or 3 years now. I've really wanted, I'm not going to get away from doing reaction content. Abso-fucking-lutely, I'm going to continue doing reaction content. Nothing is going to change about that. But at the same time, I just want to add this, and it won't, like, with the minimal amount of work that it really takes, like maybe 2 hours a day to get one video out per week, abso-fucking-lutely, I'm going to do it. So my first video, now that I've told you about it, chat, my first video will be next week, either on Monday or Tuesday. I'm just going to do it this weekend. I'm going to get it done the way I know that it should be done. Also with my test audiences, with their feedback. They gave me some really good feedback. I didn't realize there were some things that I was feeling, but I just was too egocentric to be able to accept, and they helped me accept it. So thank you to those people that watched the video with me. And the new version of that same video will be out sometime next week. But now I need your support. I need your support. And truly, when I say please watch the videos, please leave a like, please leave a comment. My first video is on Sega versus Nintendo, the corporate war that went on between those two. Not going to really focus on the games per se, but I am going to be focusing on the corporate war that went on between Sega and Nintendo. It involved some of their like their tech advancements, as well as the tech giant Sony that came in and dominated after they were done beating each other up. So you'll like the video. You're going to love the video. I hope you love it. I would love to know your opinion about it once it comes out. But please, 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 if you're gonna subscribe, if you don't think you'd watch it, don't give me a pity subscribe. Pity subscribes actually hurt the channel. If you're like, oh yeah, sure, Team Skeptic's doing it. I love Team Skeptic. I'm just gonna go support what he does. Actually, if you're a dead subscriber, and that's what I call them, dead subscriber is someone who subscribes but never watches a video. Those people, when they look at your subscriber, your views to subscriber ratio, that brings that ratio down. And by bringing that ratio down, it actually hurts in the algorithm. So if you're not into that, no problem. I love you all the same. Don't subscribe. But if you are into that, or you think that's something that might be interesting, then by all means, please subscribe, because I would love for you to do it, for you to be there on that journey, to start out on that journey. 11 subscribers before tonight. Hopefully I have more than that. Now, the other thing is the play on the Y-Files. The reason why I'm calling it the Y-Files is because it's going to have an X-File, like an X-File type flavor to it, you know? Like it's gonna feel like it's like a do-do-do-do, you know, one of those things, but it's not really the X-Files, it's the Y-Files. And it's not the Y as in like the letter Y, it's W-I, Like here, I'll pull it up on screen so you can see. I thought that this was a cool logo, guys. I honestly was like, this is actually a pretty fucking sick logo. So it's a play on the Wi-Fi. So the Wi-Files. So how many subscribers do I have now? Let's see. 93, baby. Let's go. Once we get 1,000, we can get monetized and start making it worth our while. But right now, it's just a passion project. Who cares if it gets monetized? All right. Back to this. All right. So hold me accountable. Give me your opinions and let's keep moving forward. All right. So now let me go through the super chats that I missed. Dim220 for $5. Her birthday. Yes, Brainy.
We all been getting old, eh?
Oh my God, look at you.
I can't get the chats anymore. without the readers.
Yeah, her birth certificate is an apology letter from Trojan Condom. Deserves an apology letter from Trojan Condom Company. Absolutely. So, hey, what do you think about this debauchery that I'm having to deal with?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I came in late. She sent me a message about something, and I'm like, what are we fucking talking about right now? She said something about being live, and I'm like, it's impossible. I don't know of any person named Skeptic that goes live these days.
Yeah, that's
so like
true.
I went on to YouTube, and I was like, holy shit, look at that. That's crazy. So then I got there a little bit after Colin had left, and so I mean, I take it you're getting sued by somebody who didn't like it that you called their vag creamy or something like that.
Lindsey Duneske, that's the one. Oh wow!
Well, I've seen the picture. Like I recognize her because you've been tangling with her for a while now.
Yeah, she's an idiot. Hold on, somebody's just sending a really cool message or a really cool thing. Where did it go? A comment. Somebody said, the Lindsey Duneske playlist has over 1.1 million views. Who pay? Hey. Whoever posted that, because it's already gone on my... Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was a super chat. Falcon Storm for $4.99. The Duneske playlist videos, not counting this one, are over 1.146 million views. Let's fucking go. Let me put that playlist in there so we can get it to 1.2. Let's see. Give me 1 second so I can grab that playlist.
You know, I am so rusty, fuck. Like I've been meaning to, right before I got busy, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start covering not just sovereign citizens, just really funny. Cause there's like that I was watching the video of that old lady that's like, you know, police show up. They're like, did you hit somebody? She's like, you know, I fucking might have smucked into something at the front of the Walmart. Who knows? Like, it was just, I'm paraphrasing, but it was funny to me. And I'm like, man, I should cover more stuff. But then summer started. I've been doing this last week, 14-hour days, making money, but, you know, don't have much life.
Wow. Hey, that's good.
Well, it's good to be busy, and it's my own company, so it's getting busier and busier.
It's good to be...
Eventually, I need to get an employee, though, so I don't have to be the person showing up every single time. That's the next step. We'll get there.
All right, Dim220, member 51 months. Hi from Caldwell, Idaho. What up, Dim? Good to see you. Thank you for the super chat earlier. Friday Night Lives with Fog. Oh my God, I showed that. That comes from Imbro11. Do you remember when I did the Fog stream where every super chat had a Fog machine? And
I remember.
At the end, I was like,
you
couldn't see me through the fog. I was having to like lean into
times,
I had to lean up just to read the screen. I was like reading super chats, and then somebody would just send in 99 cents, 30 seconds. Because originally, for those that don't follow all my live streams, originally I'd set up a Fog machine and said, hey, look, if you send in a super chat, for every $1, it will do 1 second of Fog. But then the way I had it set up, I just couldn't get it to work. So I was like, fuck it. For every super chat, I'll do 30 seconds of Fog. And I shit you not, I can't tell you how many people sent in 99-cent super chats just so it would fucking blow 30 seconds worth of Fog. And I was just like, no, this is a bad idea. And it was a horrible idea. But I had fun. And I was showing that to somebody the other day. And they were like, they were fucking laughing their ass off. And they were like, they didn't realize like how bad it was. When I was telling them how bad it was, it's hard to visualize that it's like you're standing in the middle of a dust storm, you know? Like that's your visibility. It's like a
Yeah,
level
then YouTube
5
changed its
hurricane.
they changed their rules so you can't like I don't think you're allowed to get Pavloved anymore either.
Why?
Like I don't think that's you're not well, okay, so I'll let you interpret it, but it said something about because it now is ever since you did that, like it said not that you triggered it, but I mean like you might have been one of many, but the rule says that you're basically not allowed to encourage your audience to super chat you like that any sort of super chat that harms you in any way.
It wasn't a harm. It was like a pinch. A really,
Well,
really
this is
fucking
what I
hard
said. Like that might
pinch,
be
man.
that might be interpretatory. So there's obviously a certain amount of gray there, but that's the way it's written. And I remember when I saw that was changed was a couple of years ago now. I was like, that'll put an end to the Pavlov streams right there.
Yeah,
but you never
so
know. I haven't read it thoroughly. So.
What he's talking about is several years ago, I used to wear a shock collar on my wrist right around here. And so every time someone would send in a super chat, it would shock me. And based on the color of the super chat was the intensity of the shock. So it got pretty fucking painful there a couple times, but it was love. Hello, old friend. More lives vote. More lives vote here Fridays. Cheshire Cat. Thank you, Cheshire. $2. I appreciate that. I like doing live streams, guys. I really do. Dr. JD Hanny, member, 9 months. Appreciate you, Dr. Hanny. Mark Beiser. Woo, look at that member. 80 months. That's probably the longest, I think. Bellacharge might be up there. Bellacharge, send in a member super chat. Like, so I can see what your membership ranking is. Got home from work early enough to be an hour late. Yes, that's awesome. Celine Driver, Law Talk with Mike says he doesn't want anyone to learn stuff. That's not I'm sure the people in his chat would love to get an actual professional perspective on things. So I don't know why he would not want to do that.
Oh, fuck, what I do.
Samac 3017, you were my first. Oh, I think I read that one. All right, cool. Let me go all the way down to the bottom and see the new ones that have come in. And then we'll go back. You're the man. Go Team Skeptic Go from Pamela Falan. Thank you, my love. 999. I appreciate that. Kalina's agility partner, member 35 months. Let's go. Jackalope Herdmaster. That guy has been around forever. Him and Mark Beiser have been around since the beginning of the channel. Especially Mark. And that's not, it's not to say that Jackalope hasn't been around since the start. But I remember Mark Beiser, like when his first comments were coming up, they were flat earther comments, like making fun of flat earthers, and I loved it. Same with Jackalope. Jackalope Herdmaster. First, he's been here since the flat earth days. And Mark Beiser's actually come by and brought some pretty good goddamn whiskey to my house for me to drink on. So thank you very much, Mark. Better use this now or lose my chance for a year. No, oh yeah, you're right. God damn, Jackalope Herdmaster, you might lose your chance for a year because I don't stream that often. I'll make it a point to stream more.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
I was like, what? Did they change the rules? Are you only allowed to do that once a year now? No, it's just I only stream once a year. Another squid for $2 Canadian. I approve of that rum. Ooh, well then I'm going to have to try it out. I am Jedi. $20. Honestly, I'd watch it regardless of the topic. Hashtag Mankini. For those that don't know about the Mankini lore, there was one time on Halloween, I did a challenge there was a challenge for me to, if something was hit, I was going to wear a Mankini. So I ordered the Mankini on Amazon. This is crucial to understand why what happened. But I ordered the Mankini on Amazon, and it didn't arrive on time. So it didn't arrive on time for the live stream. So I ran up to the party supply store and just bought a Mankini. I come home. I fulfill my promises, as always. I wear the Mankini on a live stream, and then I hear the doorbell ring. And
I do remember this.
I get up. Yeah. I get up to go answer the doorbell or the door, thinking it's the Amazon delivery people delivering my other Mankini. And so I opened the door, like imagine this line right here is the door. I open it like this. And so you see the mankini like this. And I look at it and it's two children. And they're holding Halloween buckets for candy because my dumbass totally forgot that it was fucking Halloween. And I looked down at them and then I looked up at their parents and I was like, I'm so sorry. I have to go. I'm doing a live stream right now. And shut the door. Oh, the embarrassment. Oh, the embarrassment. God damn it. I'll never live that down. At that point, I turned off the lights to outside and fucking like, no candy. They're probably, I'm sure I became like the neighborhood was talking about me. Hey, that's the guy right there. Don't leave your kids around him. Don't take your kids to his house. But yeah, that was honestly like a memorable experience for me. Katie Dunson, member 16 months. Let's go. With a PlayStation controller emoji. Yes, I love PlayStation. And that's going to be another future video. I'm not going to do PlayStation. I'm not going to do video games always because I don't want the new channel to be a video game history channel. I would like it to be a tech history channel. So yes, I do. The first video will be about Nintendo versus Sega and the corporate wars that went on between them. Sawadi Wiz. I hope I said that right. Sawadi Wiz. New member. Let's go. All right, let's see. Sawadi Wiz. 300 THBs. I have no idea what a THB is. Good to know how you really feel. Yeah. I made my intentions very clear today. And then Daryl M. Oh, let's go. One of my favorites was when you needed to take a piss and we timed it to shock you for. Yeah, no, I remember that. You assholes. Goddess Estrella. When they shocked me, I was like, I got to go to the bathroom. And I go in to use the bathroom and someone sends a super chat in to shock me. Goddess Estrella, $2. TTU, baby. TTU, baby. I thought there was another super chat by you. I hope I didn't miss it.
There we go.
And then Bella charged 20 Aussie dollars. The worst thing we done was the target to do the face reveal. Oh God, Cream Skeptic. That's another memory. So just for those of you that are not big into Team Skeptic live stream lore, there was a time when I was a VTuber. We weren't called VTubers at the time. We were just called Cream Skeptics because I was an actual fucking Twinkie with a big bite out of my head and the fucking cream like oozing out of the bite. It was amazing. I miss those days. I still have the HTC Vive and the program is in my Steam playlist, like the program that I need to do that type of live stream. But it's just so glitchy, and the company stopped supporting it. So, but hey, Bella, send in.
That's the same thing happened to the face
you're
rig stuff.
I don't think you're a member. That's why you ain't do that.
That's what happened. The same thing happened to that face rig stuff I was using for a while to do like the where it could be the polar bear and shit like that, as they don't really support it anymore. So it kind of works, but
yeah. And then we got a new one. Your mom's so shy for $5. Thank you for covering Joe Shadowins. I knew that shitbag IRL. I feel for you. He seems like a real piece of shit. Like for real. And then Kim Wachoviak. Kim Wachoviak. Did I say it right, Kim? 3087. New member. Thank you very much, Kim. I appreciate it. Okay, so now we're gonna turn it over to the live chat. Anybody have anything you want to say? I'll stick around for about 10-15 minutes, just talking with you guys, and then we'll call it a night. Just wanted to say hi from Jolene, member 67 months. 67. All right. Well, thank you, Jolene. I appreciate it. You're amazing. Thank you for being a supporter for 67 months. Yeah, 67 months.
I've just got the sound of my vanilla fucking this. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I was trying to ask about the vanilla thing here. And like all I can hear is this fucking neon in the background, and I don't know how to fix it. So it's all good. I'm surviving.
Yeah, you can
So
put
if I
it
look
up now, so it's
well,
not
it's
clipped.
not. See, that's the other thing. It's not looping. Hold on, I think I got properties, loop. Yeah, there you go. Now it's looping. See, I had to completely replace my OBS because part of the reason I was struggling to get videos out too was because I would record and it would fuck it up.
Yeah,
And even though OBS was up to date, it wasn't, because what happens, I finally figured out that it was just an OBS problem. So I uninstalled OBS and reinstalled it, like fresh install. And that's when, even though the version number was up to date before I replaced it, when I replaced it, the entire interface changed on OBS, like
yeah.
where everything was changed, which obviously means I had an extremely like dinosaur copy of OBS, I guess, sitting on my computer.
Well,
I wish I could get rid of the sound though. I've just got neon in my ears now.
re-render the video with no sound. OSG Court Watch. OSG has been unfortunately dealing with some medical issues, which is why he hadn't posted. Man, I was scared, bro. Before I heard from Colin what was going on, I was like scared because I hadn't heard from you. That was very uncommon, not necessarily to hear from you, because we do chat, infrequently, but to not see you post anything, that was like, that one had me like worried, brother. Tim H. Oh, look at Tim H. That's another person that's been around forever. 44 months. Go Big Blue. I remember the smoke machine incident. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic. And the smoke machine was definitely, I should have sued y'all. I should have gone the Lindsey Duneske route and sued you for, let me see. What did she sue me for?
After that smoke machine, I remember Teeb. I remember you being like, so like I found out. You were like, so I found out since I did that stream that like apparently smoke is like electrically conductive, and apparently you were like all concerned because you're like, you had everybody sending you messages being like, you're gonna fucking destroy your computer, because like it was basically just like straight water vapor air.
Man, I really got lucky. But hey, OSG, it's good to see you, man. I'm glad
you must have had like a layer of glycerin in your lungs at the end of the night, like they're just coating the inside of them.
I sounded like Zoolander after he came out of when he had the black lung.
I think I've got the black lung, Pa.
Yeah. All right.
That's actually funny you mentioned. That's like my favorite scene in the whole movie.
Yeah. No, and during that time when they're like all the coal workers are sitting there and he's like playing the merman. He's like, I'm not a mermaid. I'm a merman. That's one of my favorite.
It was in the bathroom where he's finally getting the last little black off and he throws it in the garbage bin. You can see the garbage bin is overloaded with all these fucking cotton balls he's been cleaning himself up with. He's the only person in the bar that's not covered in black.
Yeah. No, that was an amazing movie. But for real, OSGA, great to see you, man. I'm glad you're still kicking. And hurry up and get back healthy, because we need more OSG. Commander Darklight, all I want to say is you're an asshole. Commander Darklight fucking nailed it pretty good right there. Straight up. Let's see. Sideshow Nav. Team Skeptic, great to see you live again. Hope to see you next weekend. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just we need to get in contact so that way we can find each other. PhD Tony, can I have your COD recordings? I'm doing a legislative proposal about online crimes against humanity. Honestly, I deleted all those Call of Duty videos, and then my friend who did them with me, Fupa, he passed away. And now I am like, I kick myself. Those were some of the best content. And
we had a win on there.
Yeah, no,
my only Call of Duty Warzone win. Not that I played that much, but we kicked ass that one round. I still remember.
Oh, I remember
getting like airstriked at the last second, and we put the airstrike between, because we were like pinned down between it was that old El Paso style firehouse, and the smoke was cut. The gas is coming in. There's a team in the firehouse already that's the center. we were running across the field. We're getting targeted by both groups, and we ended up ducking behind the rocks. And then it was like we had an airstrike, and I can't remember who had it, but we're like, throw the airstrike down. So somebody popped up from behind the rock, threw an airstrike between us and the people running through the gas, which delayed them enough that they weren't able to hit us from behind while we got into the firehouse. I remember it like it was yesterday because it was such an epic win too.
Well, I miss
But
Poopa.
anyways, either way,
that was a
good
good
memories.
friend of mine. Passed away very, very young. So, Daryl Lim, Team Skeptic, add the new channel to your YouTube links. Oh yeah, I will. I'll do that. Thank you for pointing that out, Daryl. Alana Hafer. Yes, what's Lanka up to lately? I went to her YouTube channel like 2 or 3 days ago. Let me or I looked for it. I don't know if I think I got sidetracked. Hold on.
What about Flat Earth Fokker? What's he been up to? Ooh, burn.
Oh my God, Lanka, Jesus. I thought Lindsey was looking rough. Lanka.
Oh, Lanka. Well,
Oh
she's probably
my
drinking
God.
colloidal silver fucking, like,
Yeah,
you know
no
what I mean?
shit.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Look
These
at
people
this.
turn blue eventually.
Look at this. Oh my, she was like, it's only been like 2 years since I've covered her. Look at her. She is just aging. Like, look, this was like where
Aren't
she
we
looked like
all?
originally when I first started covering her. She looked like she was still decent, decent looking lady, Now she looks like fucking, like she's just knocking on death's door. Oh my God. The ID trap number 4, no name, no ride. Is God dog it. I'm glad I don't age like that. Let me go back here. Let's see.
I don't know. My eyes used to work a lot better only 4 years ago. So I mean, we're all getting there.
No doubt. Yeah, JL Warren, what up, bro? Yeah. Oh, Lanka, ouch. Oh, Tim, get your heart eyes off of her. God, Tim. Desperation. That's what happens when you're a
Hey,
Giants
if you start
fan.
streaming once a week, we're gonna have to start talking about real shit. Like you'll have to start like actually talking about things that are happening. I know it's gonna shock you.
No, I don't have to talk about anything like that. I'll talk
Well,
about
not
whatever
that.
I
I'm
want.
talking about fucking politics. Nobody's doing
Yeah.
that. Fuck
No,
that.
I stay away from that. And a shout out to Peg Leg Finance. That's a lawyer right there. I think you're a lawyer, right? You're a certified lawyer, right? Like all the way. I'm pretty sure you were. I think I've referenced you before. But he breaks down legal shit, gives legal opinions. This is what I'm talking about. People like him deserve to be platformed over somebody that just goes and records a video and cuts out the parts that are not interesting and just posts that. That's ridiculous. Give a legal goddamn opinion. But Peg Leg Finance, I'm almost 100% sure that guy is a lawyer. Not that guy. That guy's a fucking beaver. An AC guy.
I fix people's sweaty balls.
Gouge those eyes out. Exactly. Tim doesn't deserve them. Yeah, why? There's nothing toxic about politics at all. I roll. Yeah, exactly. I am licensed in Utah. I thought you were. I just wanted to make sure before I start telling everybody, hey, he's a fucking lawyer. And then you're
Every
like, no,
once in a
lawyer.
while, every once in a while, I forget that I don't really want to talk about politics on YouTube, and I like dip my toes in it, and then every time I'm like, yeah, I fucking shouldn't have.
Yeah.
So
no, I stay away from it.
There's that.
I'm apolitical, so I'm already so against the conversation of politics. Like they don't care about us. Doesn't matter who.
I meant more things like this
us.
bricks. Like you saw the whole bricks and minifigs thing, right? That was
yeah, of course,
of course. Reckless Ben.
Reckless Ben. Shout out to him. Been on the channel before. Did a live stream with him.
I've got a T-shirt coming. A "We Steal from Old People" T-shirt.
Oh shit!
I supported Reckless Ben.
I'm trying to see.
Actually, it just shipped the other day. I just got the email like 2 days ago. My "We Steal from Old People" bricks and minifig shirt has shipped.
Yeah. Hey, this one's funny. By Matt Sanford. The wall hit Lanka, backed up, and smashed her again. Sure as fuck did. I just searched Peg Leg Finance on YouTube, and a Sob Sit channel with 3 views from 3 years ago has popped up calling him full of shit. That and you need to sub. Go sub to him. If a Sob Sid's telling him is full of shit, or a Sob Sid fucking is suing him, or any one of a million things that a Sob Sid is saying that's negative about him, must mean he's doing a good job. J.O. Warren, my friend, I will definitely see what I can get from it. I actually know, there's a few people here that I've actually spent time with in person. Brainy Beaver stayed at my house. He came and lived with me for a week, the longest and most
we did fine.
regretful week of my life. No, we did. It was so funny. Like, there was one time I have to tell the story.
I lost my temper the one time when I was talking.
No. Yeah. I mean, I didn't think you lost your temper though. It was just a moment of weakness.
I was having a little ADHD moment where I was like just needing to grip myself and hug myself.
The first thing you have to realize is that Brainy Beaver arrived at my house, like, was it hours? Like 6 or 7 hours before I got back from Europe, right? And so,
yeah, you weren't there yet. I couldn't remember.
No, you weren't there. You picked me up from the airport.
Seema picked me up.
Yeah, you guys picked me up from the airport. So
right.
I was when I'm in Europe, right? I go on these long walks daily, like between 7 and 10
for the
miles.
record, I regret not going on that walk you suggested, okay? I want you to know this.
Perfect. Ahead. So I go on these long, very solitary walks where there's nobody to speak to. I just plug in my Raycons, not sponsored by Raycon. I plug in my Raycons in my ears and I just walk. And I go, I'm gone for a while. You know what I mean? Like, I go on long, but there's nobody to talk to. So I don't talk. And so this goes on for months at a time. Well, I get home and we were going to a YouTube convention and we were driving and I was just silent the whole time. And Brainy was just talking about everything, about the convention, about signage that was up on the side of the road. What was it? It was something that had to do with Chili de Castro. You were like, hey, ooh, look.
Oh, I don't remember.
You were like, oh, look. And I just looked over and I was like, yeah. And then we kept going.
I vaguely remember.
And he was like, well, why are you so angry? I'm like, oh, well, what? I'm not angry. What are you talking about? He's like, you're just sitting there silently. I was like, I'm just listening to you talk.
I don't think it was that.
You were upset.
But it was so unsettling.
It was. Looking back on it, there was a very unsettling silence. But I wasn't being silent to be an asshole. I was so used to not talking that I was just enjoying your conversation, the one-sided conversation we were having. It was enjoyable to me, and I just wasn't saying anything.
Team Skeptic, I'd been of course, when I got there, I've just gotten off my busy season, so where I've been working, like I've been doing 15,000 plus steps every day, lifting and working and crawling through crawl spaces. So he's like, I think it was like the first day, that full day there, which I was only there for like 3 days, but he was like, hey. He's like, do you want to go, like on this walk? It's like, X many mile walk. And like, but it was fucking hot out too in Texas. And I'm like, oh God, please no, don't do this to me.
No.
And in retrospect, I wish I went because I should have gone and explored Texas.
Yes. He was like, it's so hot here. And I'm like, huh? It feels great. Like we're having our mild
so hot
season.
Here in the summer too. I just hate both of them.
Yeah, but Texas is a different kind of hot than the rest of the world.
Well, I've shown you how it is constantly as hot here as Texas, but only for like 2 months. Like,
yeah.
So
Goddess Estrala says she's leaving because she has to go set up her Twitch stream. Good luck on your stream. It's that's great. Happy for you. J.L. Warren says the word I was looking for was constitutionals. And then he also says, you're lachronic. It's the sign of a mind at work. And I was like, we were at a YouTube convention. So as we're driving to the convention, is Brainy, are you there? Okay. You were being very still. I didn't know if you were frozen. But as we were driving to the convention, I was going through my mind, like which one of the like, what are they called? Like the individual classes they have?
Oh, the seminars or...
Yeah, which one of the like individual seminars I wanted to go visit? Like which one? Because they would run like 5 of them at a time. So, and
Yeah,
then
you
which
couldn't
one
go
was
to all
this?
of them.
This was what was the actual
It was
convention?
Vid Summit.
Vid Summit, yeah. So
Vid Summit, which is very much more, which is fine because I wasn't going for a I was, and you weren't there for the, like, we weren't there to be like, because like Vid, everybody thinks of Vid. What's the other one?
VidCon. I've been there twice. I'll never go
VidCon, which
again.
is more for the viewer
Yes.
and less for the creator. Whereas Vid Summit is not for the viewer at all. That's why the tickets are $900 a piece.
Yeah.
Partly to justify the venue, but partly because they're trying to make it so if you're there, you're there
learning
because
something,
you
yeah.
are serious about learning and being there for your YouTube thing. So,
Yeah.
but I got
And
a free ticket is what
Brandon
happened. I was
won a
watching
free ticket.
Nick Nimmin, and I just did the thing where you type like wins, you know, whatever you type wins, you know, exclamation mark, and it puts you in the draw. And then it was him and Daryl Eves, which most people know Daryl Eves. He's like the YouTube, YouTube formula book and all that. He's one of these guys that like starts, you know, gold YouTube channels, like he pulls them out of his asshole, puts another plaque up on the wall kind of thing, right?
But that's why I was being silent. I was just used to being silent because of my, time in Europe when I'm not talking to anybody. And then also because we were having a lot going on and I was just thinking to myself, which little seminars did I want to go to? Because you could, like I said, they'd have 5 or 6 of them at one time. So you couldn't go to 5 or 6 of them. You had to pick the one you wanted to go to, and you had to register for it and everything else. So
you didn't necessarily have to. Some of them you might have, but at the very least, you just had to be there early enough to get a seat.
So I guess the registration.
There was one case
now that
where
I think about it, the registration was as you walked in, you scanned something.
Yeah, like you went the one time, we had one where I wanted to go one on like basically like the it was like the structure of a story, basically of how how you structure a story for YouTube properly to get views and stuff. But then you wanted to go, which made complete sense because you're in a different point in your YouTube, where it was talking about contract, and the things you should be looking out for when you're given contracts from brands and stuff like that, which you immediately then went home and opened up all the contracts that you had and were like, these motherfuckers because that's where you learned, if I remember correctly, that's what you told me, that's where you learned that they're all putting in there, if you look, there's little things in there that say that they're able to use your endorsement in perpetuity or so the idea is that if all of a sudden you become some massive creator, that they can forever be like, oh, Team Skeptic endorses our product because one time you did a
they will do that. I learned about that, and I've seen it in proposed contracts since then. That
what you'd probably end up be is the little icon on their website where it shows your icon and Team Skeptic and a little quote I think this is a fantastic product. And that's what it would turn into, is you just forever be an endorser because you're some big creator and they could take advantage of it, right?
Yeah. Well, hey, Brainy, look, I've been going for 3 hours now.
Yeah.
So let's call it a night. I'm going to put you on screen, let you say your hellos and goodbyes, and then I'll say my hellos and goodbyes, and then we'll call it a night.
All right, everybody. Well, it's been a little while. I've been meaning to get streaming. I had some problems with YouTube or with my OBS, like I was talking about, and also I just make a lot of excuses. So I'm not going to do that. But I am in the middle of my busiest time of year, and I'd love to get some more content out. So just pay attention. Don't pity sub, for the love of God. I've got enough of those. So just if you feel free to sub, but I plan to put out more content, and I do want to go live stream again. I've been telling my wife for 3 or 4 months that I'm like, listen, I'm just going to start live streaming one day a week again, or every other week again. And she's fine with it. So I've just got to get through my busy time. And then I'd love to see more people in the chats. Cause I also, it's one of those things that Team Skeptic probably knows, that you don't do it all the time, and it's easy to not do it. But when you do it, once you get yourself on and you're streaming, it's a lot of fun. You see all these names that we've seen for years, Jackalope Birdmaster, amongst others.
I had such a good
here.
time tonight.
Well, yeah, exactly. And it's just always the same thing. So listen, I enjoyed seeing everybody as well. And Team Skeptic, it's always good to see a skeptic around. He sends me messages. It's sad. He's like, hey, you there? Or vice versa. But you there? And I'm in the middle. I'm crawling through a crawl space. So I don't get back to him for 8 hours. And by the time I get back to him, he's long gone off pursuing women or greatness somewhere. I'm not entirely sure.
Women.
Or both.
Oh, that's a
well, they're in there. Don't lie. You got those sweet teeth now. Come on, let's see them chompers. Yeah, there you go. I was like, I can't be Team Skeptic. Those teeth are too shiny.
No gap. No gap.
Yeah,
No,
it looks
but
good. Anyways, good to see you. I'll get off of here. Thanks for inviting me. Everybody in the audience, is good to see everybody, and I hope to see more of you in the future.
yeah, let's chat
thanks for having
again
me.
soon.
Yeah, don't be a stranger. So
Yeah.
we'll talk to you later. Have
We'll
a good
see
night.
if that happens.
Yeah.
All right.
See ya.
Later, bro. Oh my guys, I'm back in Texas. Hey, Teresa Klaubacher, how you doing? Long time no see. Welcome back to Texas. Yeah. All right, guys. Look, it's been wonderful. I've had a great time. Definitely, this has been it's been something like I've been wanting to do. I just haven't really gotten around to doing it. It's hard, because I don't stream a lot. So it's just like, I don't know, kind of can be a little bit intimidating at times, especially if I don't have really something to talk about. When I used to stream about Chili, it was easy. He was daily. Could talk about him every day of the week. But then I got to the point where I didn't really have anybody to talk. Yeah, didn't have anything or anyone to talk about. So, I don't know. I just kind of focused on making created content, but I love streaming and I really enjoyed tonight. Like, big part of that was you guys being there to support me and yell at me and laugh with me, laugh at me. All of that's amazing, and I appreciate that. You still owe me that drink, sir. Absolutely. We definitely need to get together and have a drink somewhere. Like I said, we're talking about chili is an easy topic. Yeah, exactly, Beaver. We're talking about getting together for debate con with a bunch of people. So maybe we'll all get together and you can maybe we'll get JL Warren to come down. Sorry, I couldn't be here at the start. Nah, no fucking JL. No excuses, bro. You're starting to sound like Lindsey Duneske. I'll catch the replay. Glad to see you live again. All the best. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, brother. We definitely need to have you around at some point. Need to come in town. Team Skeptic be gone and never darken our towels again. Yes, sir. I guess because Tony says it, we must do it. It is great to see everybody. So yeah, let's get this outro on the roll. Wichita Falls. Oh, that's not too far from Dallas. The worst problems in the world are caused by ignorance and apathy. The skeptic answers. Yes. I was literally in a debate crushing a bigoted Christian on morality. Well, are you going to be at Debate Con, modern day debate con this year? So I might go. I might go ahead and buy a ticket. Nice to see me back. Nice to see you too, Laura. Appreciate you. Come to Wichita. Oh, Wichita. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just go on to come down there, come say hey, and meet you at a pub somewhere. But anyway, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike. But don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any of my content. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out. Yeah, we did it. We nailed it that time. Now we just got to get the live stream to end without this awkward moment. Now, of course, I don't have it pulled up. All right. Pieces. Oh, end.